Welcome back to We Need to Talk, episode number 23. I'm your host, Mr. KOA, alongside
Top Boy.
And Canada Day was pretty dope on my end. What did you do? What did you get into?
I went to the Scenes pool party, which was it was in.
I'm cheesy. I should have been there.
It was some Airbnb party that was in Hamilton, like far. It was
Hamilton.
It was like It was like the Sky Bridge, the Sky Bridge. Like it was past that.
Oh, so that's my parents' area.
Well,
that's your parents'
Yeah, my
Wait,
parents
I didn't even introduce you yet. I didn't
Oh,
introduce you
sorry.
yet. People don't even know you're here.
I'm sorry. No. I just find it interesting that people actually go there.
I'm bugging.
But it was sick. It was sick.
Yeah.
It was like a big ass mansion. The guy who owned the place literally just stunned it on everyone and had all his supercars in the front. Yeah.
Oh, you came? He stayed there?
Yeah, he stayed there.
Oh, dope.
I'm pretty sure he has a helicopter.
Wow, okay.
Because there was like a giant like H on his front lawn.
Wow, I'm done.
Yeah, and I was like, okay, that's how you live it, eh? But it was sick. It was dope.
Okay, cool. Yeah, no, I was in the condo for Canada Day. Then went to a party after, but I got some pretty good shots of the CN Tower, which, as you guys may know, if you guys are from Toronto, they put the fireworks in, or I guess around the CN Tower for Canada Day. About 8 minutes long, super dope. Like it was really cool to see. I'm surprised they haven't done this earlier. But I guess it's really expensive to do that shit.
Yeah.
I think the first time they used the CN Tower for fireworks was Pan Am Games. And that was pretty dope. And I guess now it's Canada 150, so they're like, all right, we can use it again. But I doubt this is going to be an annual thing. People are saying, let's do it every year. You know how much money is wasted to do that shit? Like,
pretty much.
That's not going to be every year thing, so don't get your hopes up for that shit. But I started working on my photography. I actually got some pretty good shots of that. So that was a dope experience for that. But let's get into this episode. We have a guest here. Female back on the show. It's always great when the women come through because we harass them.
It's not gonna be harassed.
Oh, you'll get harassed.
No, I'm not.
Wow, that sounded bad. That sounded so bad.
I will not.
You'll get harassed. We have a guest on the show. State your name.
We'll go by my social media. Not give up my government name like that.
Wow. Okay. Are you hiding from the cops?
Mo.
Are you hiding from the cops?
No, I'm not hiding from the cops.
Do you have a warrant for arrest?
No, but
So what are you running from?
I have a nursing license, and I'd like to stay professional.
Okay.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Yes.
Just in case any of your nurse buddies listen to our podcast.
Or a future employer, like.
Yeah, they don't see your face, so as long as your name's not out there.
Exactly.
But your face is fine.
Yes. I could be like, it wasn't me. Someone's using my pictures.
Okay, go ahead. Who's your social media?
It is Lucifer Mo.
Lucifer.
Yes.
Like devil.
Yes.
Like evil.
But I'm actually I'm a real life angel.
That's why she's wearing all red.
It's just my internet ego, you know.
So you're wearing red and black right now.
No, okay, but red is just my favorite color. It has
Oh,
nothing
and
to
then
do...
red is just the devil's color as well.
No, it's not. It's the color of love and other things.
Death and blood.
I read
Yes.
that.
Okay,
Okay,
so-
that's my favorite color too.
Exactly.
Yeah. So how did Lucifer come about and what?
I don't know.
What?
It's just something ironic in high school. I've been Lucifer Mo since high school, and I wasn't gonna change my social media.
No, how did it start? I get. I was in high school. I got that, but why?
Because my last name is Fermo,
Okay.
but it was just fun to put Lucy, and
Yeah.
then it would be Fermo.
Lucy Fermo.
Yeah. So some people out there actually believe my name is Lucy, but it's not.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's funny. In all the years I've known you, like I never looked at it that way. But
Exactly. See?
It just
'Cause
looks
I'm
like
an
Lucifer.
angel.
well, no, it's because I knew the backstory. Like I've just known her since high school,
Okay.
so I knew it was Lucifer.
It has nothing to do with being the devil. I wear a cross on my neck.
No, I'm just
You
bugging
know,
you.
I am actually very scared of the devil. So
I'm just bugging you. Just
Yeah.
what it looks like.
Yeah.
Just looks and spelt exactly like Lucifer.
yes, but that's how.
That has nothing to do with that, right?
No.
Yeah, of course.
No.
Yeah.
No.
So what do you do? What's your thing? What are you into stuff? Do you do anything? You just stay at home and do nothing?
No, I do a lot of things, I guess.
Like what?
I'm a nurse.
Okay.
So
That's your day job.
Pardon?
Is your day job full time or part time?
Yes. And I'm
Okay.
in school, continuing my nursing.
Okay.
So that's pretty interesting within itself. When I'm not doing that, I teach piano and vocals. And when I'm not doing that, I work for the Milton Center for the Arts. And yeah.
So what are your hobbies? These are all career kind of things. What do you
okay.
enjoy to do? I know you enjoy your work, yes,
I do.
sure. But what is your thing when it's not working
When
for
I'm not
somebody
working,
else?
okay. Smoking blunts
Okay.
and playing songs that I want to learn or making songs that
Do you
I
play
would want.
sports?
No,
are you
I do not play
creative
sports.
anyway?
I'm not a sports person. What do you mean by creative?
Do you draw? Do you do
No.
media? Do you do
No.
photography?
No.
She's a singer.
Yeah.
You sing?
I'm just a musician.
Okay. Got it.
I'm a musician, and during the day I'm a nurse. And
Are you working on the album or EP or anything like that?
No, right now I'm just doing features.
Okay.
Unless someone wants to send me beats, go ahead. You could send me beats. I'm not a rapper though.
Okay.
But
You're a singer. We got that.
yes,
Yeah.
yes. I have to make that very clear.
But you are a singer.
Yes.
Okay.
But send beats. I would love some beats.
Okay. Do you have a SoundCloud for that?
No, I'm not. I'm not a SoundCloud artist.
What is that supposed to mean?
Nothing.
There are a lot of people who popped out SoundCloud.
There are a lot of,
So
and
who
I
you
like
dis-
SoundCloud. I'm just saying.
I'm not a SoundCloud
I'm
artist.
not a SoundCloud artist. Yes.
So what kind of artist are you?
I don't really put my music out there like that yet, but if I were to, then I guess I would be a SoundCloud artist.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
I know you guys have history, so you guys can.
Yeah, like I've known you since what, grade 12?
No.
Yeah, because
But you're younger than me. I mean, you're older than me, so.
I transferred to Iona in grade 12.
Yes.
Right? So you were in grade 11 at that time.
Yes, and
Yeah.
we had, what class was that? Was it Writer's Craft?
What, Mr. Jennings?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you know he doesn't work at Iona anymore?
I know the whole back history of that
it's-
whole story. It's very wild. But
That
yes,
is a very wild story.
we used to work
within itself.
together. No, we used to go to school together. I found a photo the other day on Facebook.
I know, I used to call him my husband back in those days.
I know.
What?
He was my husband, and then,
Like jokingly?
yeah, but I mean,
That-
his
that
girlfriends
didn't-
took it seriously.
That didn't even sound serious to me. So you weren't joking.
But like it was a joke. Like it
For
was
who?
it was playful. Like
On whose end?
my end, but I'm sure he was annoyed by it because even his girlfriends hated me for it.
Oh, you
But
call him
it was a
husband
joke.
while
Yeah,
he was
it was
with people?
Yes, but it was a joke. We never did anything together.
You think calling another man who's taken husband while he's with another
You're gonna
girl
ask somewhere how that was.
is a joke?
It was a joke. It didn't mean anything
Who
because
else would find that funny other than you?
the people that know me and
The girl? How about the girlfriend?
Of course, she didn't find it funny.
You read the whole time?
Yeah. Looking at you like the
You
entire
try to get
time.
in trouble? Like that's just that's literally room for
But in
disaster.
high school, I didn't look the way that I do look now, so it wasn't as threatening.
What does that mean?
To girlfriends.
She's saying that
I don't know
she
you.
glowed-
No, I want to hear from her mouth. What does that mean?
I did glow up. I have glowed up a lot. But in high school, I wasn't
What do you now?
threatening or anything to a
Oh,
girlfriend.
and now what are you? Now what are you?
I mean, I did glow up, so I
Oh,
will
yeah?
say that I do look better than I did back then.
Fair. As I think we all do.
Yeah.
I look
Not
like shit in high
not
school.
everyone though. A lot of people got washed up. That's okay. That's okay.
A lot of people.
Got washed up.
Yeah, they look washed up.
Okay. This before you go any further. I like to apologize to you guys that we did not have episode 22 on video for you guys. We had a tough weekend on Zamor's end. Zamor could tell the story if he doesn't want to burst into tears.
Yeah, so pretty much I have like a whole workflow set up for when I edit the video for this podcast. And I had all the footage on my hard drive that's like plugged into the wall power all the time. It's
called an outlet.
An outlet.
The wall power.
Whatever, man.
Hashtag wall power.
Yeah.
Go
I
ahead.
knew what you meant.
Yeah, thank you. So I plugged it in. I had it plugged in. I only plug it in when I'm using it, right? Otherwise, it's taken out. But I had my camera SD card plugged into my laptop, right? Because I had some of the footage on there as well. Dude from the city comes by my house and he's just like, they need to shut down the power in the neighborhood because they're tearing down a house like on the corner of my street.
Oh, I saw that.
Saw it, right? So they're like, we gotta shut down the power. And I'm like, sure. And as soon as he says this and I close the door, I'm like, shit, I gotta run upstairs and like save my project and unplug the hard drive. As I'm doing it midway through, the whole power in the house just goes off, right? And my hard drive like fails. And my SD card is like fucked. I'm using a different SD card now. So then power comes back on. I'm trying to use the hard drive and nothing is working. Like I lost 2 terabytes worth of data.
Wow, that's a lot.
Not just the podcast stuff. Like I lost a lot of like footage
Nudes?
from other shit.
Like your fire nudes that you've received from people.
That's neither here nor there. But like, like there's a lot of things that I lost, and I'm like,
Did you recover anything since then? Has anything been
I gave
recovered?
it to my IT guy at work. So he's like, I don't have to pay for it, but he's gonna try and do some shit or like send it out to some people that can do it, right? So we'll see what happens, but it's not looking too optimistic. But I was in shambles. Like when
that's a lot of
when it happened, like I actually threw up. Like I actually threw up.
I
like,
feel sorry for this guy.
Like I was sitting there like staring at my computer for a solid 3 minutes. Just saying no, like over and over again, like
no.
Like 3 minutes doesn't sound like a long time, but it's 180 seconds. Like just saying no over and over again. So
yeah, that's what happened, guys. So there's no video, unfortunately. So that the views are obviously not gonna come for that. Hope you guys still go listen to the podcast itself. It was a good podcast with Customatic, super fun, super good guy. The video would have been great, but life happens. But we're here. We're back. We have a new guest, and let's get into this shit. Apparently, she's very vulgar. Apparently, she's very forward.
Yes.
Apparently, she's very open. So I'm about to
listen.
I'm gonna get under her skin. I'll say, you know me. You guys know me.
I told my boys. I told Chris. He's like, "Who's your guest this week?" And I'm like, "John." And he's like, "Okay, I'm gonna have to listen to this one."
I'm gonna try to be good though, because I don't know who's gonna be listening.
Stop
to this.
it. Anyway, whatever.
We should start with the questions.
I'm gonna try to be good.
Yeah, I got a question. I'm gonna start with one of them for today. Okay. So first question comes from Kyle McLaren 7. He asks, "You ever fuck up in a relationship and only years later realize that you know what you're looking for, XYZ, and that person had it, but you fucked up 5 years ago?" Okay.
It sounds very personal, Kyle, and I know Kyle.
Yeah, it sounds very personal.
But hey, have you ever like been in a relationship? You're like, fuck it, I don't want to be in this anymore. And then down the road,
maybe not
like,
5 years, but
that, like
down the road, you're like,
sometime you're like, ah, shit, like that person might have had it.
No, I don't think I've ever felt that way about any of my exes.
Why?
What do you mean? Because my exes are all very interesting and they belong in the past. I never wake up one morning and I'm like, oh, I wish I was still with this person. I'm sure that's how they feel about me though. But I do not feel that way about them.
Let them know.
Yeah.
Jeez.
So no, if I left because I was done, and yeah. So no, I would not feel that way.
It takes a lot for you to leave though, right?
It does.
Okay.
It does take a lot to leave.
So if she leaves, she's out.
Yes.
She's been at it.
So yeah. So when you leave, you know you're done. That's
when you leave.
Yes.
They're not necessarily people.
Okay, fine. When I leave, you know I'm done.
When Lucifer leaves.
Yes.
Lucifer. Fuck, I can't say that on the podcast. For me, I don't think I've regretted anything, or I don't think I fucked up, but I think there's been a particular person a few years ago that it wasn't like I broke up with her and was like, fuck, like I shouldn't have done that. But it was more like after I broke up with her, we went separate ways or whatever. It was more me like, could I have done a little bit more before breaking up? Yeah. You know, like it wasn't regretting breaking up. It was more just like I started to reevaluate some things.
It's reflecting.
Reflect. But
to
like,
be better for your next relationship.
Maybe, but for me, I was like, okay, I broke up with this person for such and such reasons, and this is how I felt at the time. Yeah. But it's like, did I do it impulsively? Yeah. Like, essentially what I'm trying to say is, before you break up, before you end something, I feel like you should really, when you're done, feel like truly that you did everything you could possibly do. And if you don't feel that way, I feel like something.
There's still more that could be done.
Because like I feel like when I ended it at that time. I was like, you know what? Fuck this. I'm done. Like I'm over this. Whatever. Like I can't do this. We can't do this. It's not working. But over some time, I'm just like, what if I didn't try this or I didn't try that? Like, and not to say those would have worked, but like the fact that I'm aware that there are certain things I didn't do or I could have tried before getting to the point of giving up per se. It's like I started to reflect on that, and then eventually I'm just like, okay, time passed. I was like, you know what, leave it there. But there was a moment I was like, fuck, like, what if I just did this a little bit more? Like, what if I just tried something, one more thing, or just gave it a little bit?
But see, I don't like living my life knowing that, which is why I always ask, like, I don't know. That's why I always leave a situation when I feel like I am done. Like I've done everything I could.
That's the thing. You're better than me because there are, that's how it should be. But there are times where you're just pissed off, or you're impulsively stressed, or just like, you know what, like I don't even care about trying anything else. Like at that moment, like you're just like, I'm off this.
Okay, so have you ever seen like an ex down the road, and those feelings come back?
Absolutely.
Really?
Which feelings? Like the feelings of being with them?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay. All right.
But it's fucked because it's like the feelings come back, but then like the rationalism is like you don't actually want it. Like
No.
you know what I mean? It's
Yeah,
like it's
no.
like the feelings come back, like and not full feelings. Not it's like oh my god, like I need her.
Is it
Like,
the feelings? Is it the feelings of fucking? Is that what you're thinking?
I mean, you can still do that. Just
Nah,
don't.
don't fuck your exes, man. That's not a good idea. But no, I don't advise that. I
I
don't advise. Hey man, I don't advise that. Fucking your exes is just a mess. But no, not the feeling of fucking.
mess.
It's a fucking mess. What do you fucking
It
your
is.
ex
No,
for?
no, no. It definitely is.
You're not getting back to with her. You're
What
not
if
getting
you
back
don't
with
want
him.
to add another body count to your count or
Who's
whatever?
thinking about that? Anyways, no. Like,
Go on.
I don't think about body counts. No, it's not the feeling of man, like I really want this girl back. It's more just like when it's just when you see them again, you're like, fuck, like things like you started what things that bad? Like, was it that bad?
You know what?
You know what I mean? Like,
you know what?
You start thinking like, was it really that bad? And then you're like, fuck it, like it's over now. Like, what am I saying now? Oh, a year and a half later, hey. You never think about this still? Like, fuck that. So you just leave it.
The only time this has ever crossed my mind is when, like, okay, there's definitely been.
I feel like I know which girl it is though.
No, there's definitely been exes where like I've been like, oh, true, like
Yeah.
I would still date you, like
Right.
even in the future.
Yeah.
But it touches on like what you said last week, where it's like if certain things don't change,
didn't work, yeah.
if like the thing that you did that still bothers me is still there, then it won't work, right? But there have been times where it's strictly been like sexual, where I have the feeling of like, oh, like I want to date this person again, but it's because I see them and I'm like immediately attracted to them, and I'm like, nah, you can't do this, right?
You don't actually want her. Like, you don't actually want
like
the relationship.
Like, listen, like I was dating this girl who was like back then considered like good looking, right? And then a few years later, she went through a glow up. Okay. So she got like even more good looking. Yeah. And I had one of those moments when I saw her where I was like, you had a
pre glow up? You had a pre glow up.
No, but this is the thing. She glowed up, but her original was still good looking.
No, I know, but I'm saying when you were with her, you had a pre glow up. So when you broke up with her, or you saw her after a glow up and you're like, even now you're like, wow. Like,
but the thing is, like, when I saw her glow up, I was like, it wasn't even so much that because she still looks very much the same. It was like she lost a little bit of weight and stuff like that. But it wasn't like when I was dating her at the time, any of those things that she had issues with was an issue for me. Okay. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You're okay with it back then, anyways.
I didn't even thought about it back then. But then when I saw the changes, and like of course every girl that glows up, they're gonna make it known to the world that they've glowed up, right? It is what it is.
Before and afters.
I was like, oh,
side by side posts. I hate those so much.
I was like, oh shit! Like every woman when they glow up, they make it known that they've glowed up because why the fuck not, right? Like. Why not? Everyone's gonna do it. Yeah. I don't blame them for doing it at all. Like, yo, if you glow up, embrace it. There's nothing wrong with that whatsoever. But all I'm saying is you're bound to have old bands come out of the woodwork. Hey, man. When that happens.
It's true. It's very true.
Yeah.
I feel no ways about that. Anyway, next question comes from Romac. He says, taking it back to interracial dating. Can you have a relationship or stay with someone who doesn't know or isn't capable of understanding the struggle of your cultural background? This is a very tough one.
Yeah.
Understanding the struggle. Well, I'm assuming he's black. Oh yeah, I know Rome. Yeah. Rome's black. That's a very open-ended, strange question. Can you be with someone who doesn't understand the struggle? Like, realistically, no one. No one's gonna understand. Yeah, like
never.
Like for someone out of a different culture to understand, they'll never understand, and that's something I've experienced in interracial relationships. That, as much as people think they get it, you can I can literally explain so much, but you'll still never get it.
Yeah,
So
you'll
it's-
never go through
you'll
it.
never
Yeah.
experience if you're not the same lifestyle, not the same culture, not the same experiences as me. No matter what I say to you, you might understand it or hear it or comprehend what I'm saying, but you'll never get it. Like you'll never be like, I can't make you get it. You know what I'm saying? So it's one of those situations where it's like you have to be okay with the fact that they respect it at least, but they'll never understand that. And if you're not okay with them never understanding it, then find someone in your culture. That's just it's
Like
that's
my
really
sister,
there's really nothing
she's
else.
dating a white guy.
Yeah.
And he does not eat any like I'm Filipino. My parents are very, very Filipino. They only know how to make Filipino food. So whenever we have him at our house, yes, my mom makes Filipino food and he does not eat it.
Really? Like at all?
He like will try it, he won't eat it. He'll try a little bit of it and then will like not eat it. Like
That's kinda
even
wild
like
to
the
me.
spring rolls.
I
Like
love Filipino food.
the-
That's kind of
like,
wild to me.
trust me, that's why I'm just like he doesn't even like the spring rolls. Like, so I don't think I could be with someone who can't eat my culture's food. Like at least some of the food. Come on, like
Yeah.
No, that's not an unrealistic requirement.
valid,
Like
yeah.
that's not like it might sound crazy. Like if it's food, like it's not. No, it's more serious than you think. Like think about it. If you're thinking long term, like as we all should be. If you're with somebody, and I know how to do it or cook a certain way, like I want to cook for my girlfriend, and you want to cook for your boyfriend, whatever. Like if I'm with you, this is what I do.
Yes,
like,
yes.
So if you're never gonna like anything I'm gonna ever make for you,
Yeah.
like we're gonna eat out every day, like
I like, and it's just like food that we grew up on. Like we
Yeah,
eat this every day. Like this is normal
Yeah.
for us. And the fact that you think it's gross and won't eat it, like
he just won't eat
he
it.
won't eat it. Yeah, like he'll try a little bit of it and then be like, "Oh, I don't like that."
So was your girl? What is your sister? You said?
Yes,
What-
it's
what
my
is she-
sister.
how does she
Well,
deal with
obviously
it?
she doesn't like it, but she complains about them going to like shitty places to eat out.
Yeah.
Obviously, she said she's sick of Subway. She said she's sick of pizza.
Wow.
She said she's sick of pizza.
I'm pissed.
You're kidding, right?
I swear to God, like she's sick of it, like because that's all.
I'm sick of Subway and I barely eat it.
Well, she eats it a lot because
That's where he brings her?
that's where he wants to eat. So that's
Oh
where
my
they'll go.
God, I feel for your sister.
And then she talks about like their dinners where it's like those microwavable dinners.
Stop. So he can't wait. He can't cook, clearly.
No, but that's like what his family will make for like dinner.
Make?
Yes.
You're not making microwavable
Okay.
stuff.
Well, that's what.
That is not made.
And she
So
says
his
all their
family's-
food is salty. Like she complains about,
His lifestyle.
yeah, the whole food thing is like the number one thing she complains about.
So
She
his-
always talks about how she has to eat before.
But she loves him.
dinners and stuff. Yes.
How long have they
And
been
they've been
dating?
together for like 3 years.
3 years
shit.
of this?
Yes.
3 years of
Yeah.
Subway and
He even came with us
microwavable food?
to my cousin's wedding in New York, which was all Filipino
Filipino.
people. Yeah. And he was saying how he felt weird being around all of us.
He said that verbally?
Yes, he did say that verbally. Yes.
So not to not to put a wrench in your sister's relationship, but I don't see that lasting longer than 10 years.
I mean, it's lasting, but
It's I mean,
it's lasting.
It's okay. It's one of those things like all the best to her and him, but just through experience and just through common sense, those aren't traits or responses or behavior that goes away. And
Yeah.
two, that's not something that you can unteach. Like you, if I know I'm with a different culture, and whether it's Indian, it doesn't matter. Like something that's completely not Jamaican. If I know I'm entering this, I'm aware of this. Whether typically I love a lot of food, but let's just say I don't. Whether I love the food or not, whatever, I have to be willing to adjust. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Or, like find foods you like, you
if it's
know?
when do you find food you like?
If it's been 3 years and a man doesn't like Filipino, he's never liking
Well,
not
Filipino.
gonna like
he'll
it.
eat
Like-
my mom's roast beef, but
That's always gonna eat roast beef.
the roast beef, yeah.
Listen, hopefully they, whatever. But those are things that don't go away. Those are things that slowly picks away at something. Like, and those are situations where people break up after like a 15-year marriage, and you're like, how'd you guys break up? It's like because that person's
Yeah,
been trying
those
to
little
deal
things.
for 15
Yeah.
minutes. Like, I just hope one day, and eventually, just like, you know what? You're like this, like, and you're never gonna be
never gonna
like
change.
never. And some people, like, maybe your sister is really nice, and maybe she's, maybe she's just soft-hearted or whatever, and doesn't want to, make it. Okay, one big thing that a lot of people do and worry about is that like the things they feel like they want to break up for aren't good enough reasons.
Yeah.
And that's a lot. Like a lot of people
go through.
A
that,
lot of people go through situations where they're like, "Yo, like."
But then you're settling.
No, but yeah, but I'm saying but
settling.
people don't realize when they're in it because they're in it. They're like, let's just say, for lack of better terms, your sister wants to break up over this food thing. Let's just say it becomes super annoying, and she's like, she might think to herself as like, everything else is good, but like, I'm not gonna break up with you because you don't want to eat my food. Like you oversimplify it to the point where it's like you make it think it's not a big. You make yourself think it's not a big deal.
But the thing is,
but it just shows how close-minded like someone can be.
Yeah, it shows how close-minded someone can be. But it's also like Ryan said, like she's probably oversimplifying it right now by saying like, it's, you know what, it's just food. But like the food is like a doorway into someone's culture. You know what I mean? Like if I want to tell someone about Jamaica, usually I like try to introduce them to food first because that like gives you an idea of what it's like, just like any culture in the world, right? So I don't know.
Every day, like you eat every day. It's not, you can't get away from it. Like that food's a big deal because you eat every day. Like one of the biggest things that I like to do is go out and eat or go places or try new things or different restaurants or different cultures or trips or whatever. Like if I'm with you like 95% of my life, let's say, for my girlfriend, my wife, whatever, if food is a problem with us, that's a big deal.
Yeah.
Like we have to eat.
But I feel like men are always the pickiest though when it comes to food.
Men are the pickiest?
Yes, men are the pickiest when it comes to food.
What?
I disagree.
Oh, men are the pickiest how?
Like
with what, in what regard?
Yeah.
Like
if you ask me what do you want to eat, I'll say anywhere. I'm hungry. Let's go.
I'm down. Like
with women is
okay, but like when you order food, you're like, oh, extra this, but none of this, but
yeah, you can have
a
preference.
lot of this. Extra. That's
that's
okay,
not pickiness.
fine.
That's preference.
Fine.
Pickiness is like, I don't want to eat this. I don't want to eat that. Yeah. I'm not going here. I'm not. So you're like, okay, so you have no option.
So then all the men that I've been with are just toddlers with their food. Then
toddlers. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. I don't know. I think hopefully that works out, but I think that's a project for disaster right there. Especially saying, what did you say? Something. Oh, I felt uncomfortable around you. What?
Yeah.
You can't. What? How?
And like, imagine if they have a kid. Like, obviously, the kid's gonna be around.
Of course, yeah, the family. Like,
yeah.
I don't know.
The kid is gonna be more Filipino, if anything.
Yeah.
So.
I don't know. It's like a weird thing. Like, I agree with the both of you. Like, I think at the end of the day, someone of a different culture won't fully understand what it is that you go through in terms of the struggles. For me, it's only an issue if someone doesn't, if it comes off kind of like they're brushing under the rug, like because they don't understand it, they think it's not as big of a deal as it actually is, right? Because I don't know, I've been in that situation before. Like, I haven't like necessarily dated a girl who didn't understand the struggle, but like I've definitely like been talking to girls and I'm like, there's no way I'm gonna date you based on conversations that I've had that let me know that, all right, like if I date you, I'm never gonna even want to talk to you about
there are
this
points
shit.
where I'm like, I feel like I'm too ratchet for him, or I'm too like, I don't know, like I can't be with like certain cultures because I just feel like I am like, I'm not ratchet.
What do you consider ratchet?
I don't know. I feel like I'm just, because of my culture, don't think I could be with other cultures just because of
what, like give you an
Hold
example.
on, let me ask you something. Based on how you are,
okay,
do you think that you could be with a Filipino man?
Yes.
You do?
Yes. I think it would be so easy because our parents would get along. It would be easy to go to like family things. You know, it would be really easy. I have been with Filipino guys before.
I did not know this. I didn't know this.
I have.
What, before I knew you?
Yeah.
Okay, it doesn't even fucking count. Anyway, have you... So you're saying that you would be...
It was pre-black.
Yeah. Are you saying that...
No comment on that.
Black.
They always get stuck.
The point is...
Okay, but Filipino boys don't like me like that, you know? Like, it's...
Filipino boys
It's
don't
not
like
what...
it?
It's not what I attract, you know? It's not...
Filipino guys
like it
love
like that.
Filipino
Why?
girls. Stop
Say it
it.
again?
Filipino guys love Filipino girls. I
course
see
they
a lot of
do.
those relationships
Yeah.
out there.
It is, but they just remind me too much of like my uncle or my cousin.
Wow!
And I'm just
I've
like,
heard this before, though. I'm like, what?
no.
So dating somebody of
that's
your
what it
race
does.
reminds you of your uncle.
Yes, it does. And all my uncles are waist. My cousins are pretty waist. So
And that's because they're Filipino?
yes, that is.
Oh my god.
All my uncles have girlfriends, like
This is crazy.
Jeez.
wives
Okay.
and girlfriends. Like, no, I'm good.
Wow.
I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Where were we?
I don't know. I was talking about this too. Like I was just saying.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I'm not gonna. I'll know very quickly. I'll try my best to do my due diligence before I even like get in a relationship with you.
Yeah.
To know that, all right, if you and I have a different race, can you have conversations with me about your shit? Can I have conversations with you about my shit? Right? Because if I cannot, there's no way that I'm gonna date you because I'm gonna feel like straight up. I'm gonna feel like get out. That's how I'm gonna feel. Like dead ass. That's how I feel. Like I feel like I won't be able to.
You don't belong. Yeah.
It's either not, man. Because look, who was it that said it? Was it J. Cole? He sang a song. He said, "Niggas from the hood are the best actors," right?
Okay.
And what he's essentially saying, like for the rest of the lyrics in the song, he's saying that like black guys, in particular, have to like we adapt to so many different situations, right?
True.
Prime example is there's more at work. And then there's more when I'm not at work, right? And people will say, all right, like that's the same for like me too, right? But it's like very different. Like being a black dude, being at work, surrounded by people that do not look anything like you, have nothing in common with you.
No, I know what you mean.
To then being away from work, right? Like I work with only white people. I'm one of 2 black people in my office. I'm the only black guy. And out of all the guys in the office, there's 6 of us. And all of them are much older and married, right? So you can imagine, if you guys know me based on this podcast, the things that I talk about.
Yeah.
It's like, how's the weather?
Yeah. It's
literally so. The weather's great. Or
What'd you
like,
get up to this weekend?
yeah,
man?
what'd you do this weekend?
I went to the cottage, you know.
No, not the cottage combo.
About lunch?
Cottage combo. Like,
Or when they're like, "Oh, what are you eating for lunch?" Or
Yeah.
like, "What's that?" I hate when people ask me.
Yeah,
"What are
like,
you
that's-
eating for lunch?"
that's
Like,
what
you
it-
don't care. Like,
that's
stop.
what it's like.
Exactly. You don't care, and
Yeah.
you don't know what this food is.
I
Don't
hate
ask
small
me.
talk. That's
Yeah.
one thing. I hate.
That's what it's like. So it's
I
like if
hate
I'm at
small
work,
talk.
this is how I am when I'm away from work, and it's like very different. And then sometimes I book it like when I notice that people from my work or even past workplaces notice through social media like how different I am. And it's like, don't get it twisted. When I'm at work, it's not like I'm putting on like a totally different front.
Yeah, no, it's just.
But it's like, I'm not gonna talk to you about the same things. Like,
course, but that's
you don't
a-
care what happened in the NBA Finals last night. Let's be real. So, you know what it is? Like, we have to adapt.
That's a given, though, for the most part. For the most part,
It pretty much is.
you have to adjust. We all gotta adjust.
Yeah. I'm very, like, it is what it is, right? But it's devastating when you, like, are feeling, like, you're talking to someone and then you're like, oh, like, you're not that woke. Like, you don't understand.
You're not that woke.
You don't understand. You've never been in that
Have
situation?
you ever looked at somebody? Actually, this is actually pretty funny. Have you ever talked to somebody and had a conversation with them? They're staring at you in a way they're like, I don't think you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Have you ever been in a situation and they're just looking at you and you're like, I don't feel like it's registering in your brain.
Or like they just don't get it.
Like-
Like, what's the problem? Like, yes.
Like, I'm just like, there's been days I'm talking to people or like I'll explain a certain situation or something and they're staring at me just like nodding their head. And then in my head, I'm like, you don't understand shit.
Yeah.
Like, and
You
I
understand.
can look at their face and see, I'm like, you don't actually, it's not going in. Like, it's not registering in your brain. And they're nodding their head and they're like, yeah. But I feel like if I asked you a question, you have no fucking idea what I'm talking about. But I just smooth over it. Maybe it's just a me thing. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I wouldn't be talking to someone if they didn't, I guess, know what I was talking
Yeah,
about.
but you don't know
but
that until you're talking to them.
That is true as well.
Yeah. Or even a joke, for example. You tell someone a joke and they're just like, you're like, I don't think you understand this.
Yeah, but I feel like it comes down to people's humor. Everyone has a different type of humor. So,
Yeah, I guess. For the joke example. Fair enough.
Anyway, next question. Mainly Christina says, oh, I am going to hate this question. She says, what's the texting code? When you first start talking to someone and you're on the texting stage,
hate
are
these
there
ones.
rules to it? Do they change for girls and guys? Or rather, does it depend on the person? I was just having a conversation today with one of my friends about this. I'm not gonna say her name, but essentially, she basically the situation is this girl, she's trying to hook up with this guy. They're hooked up already, but like the next day, she's like, why hasn't he like texted me yet? Right, kind of thing. And
Fucking text
So
it.
I'm like,
Yo,
so I'm like,
like-
hold on a second. Like,
Yeah.
do you have any like interest in texting him? Because she wants to hook up again,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Because so I'm like, do you have any interest in texting him again outside of having to do with sex? Like, are you gonna ask like what's going on? Like, how's your day is? And she's like, no, I'm not texting him until he texts me. And I was
There's a lot of people like that.
I know there are, and I was so fed up with it. I'm like,
And I feel like she's like that.
You're
Based on this face.
You're definitely-
She will sit and wait.
I will.
Why?
But it always
Why do-
comes. It always comes.
why do women do
See,
this?
because she's used to it. That's what. See this? This guys perpetuate this bullshit.
I know.
This is what happens because it always comes. Guys fall into this bullshit.
It does.
Stop
It does always
chasing
come.
women, guys.
But you know what it is? Then these type of women run into dudes like you and me.
Exactly. Yo,
Who will just not
listen.
text you
If
back.
you, yo,
We'll just,
I'm kind of dealing with that right now. And
Listen.
it's really fucking annoying.
listen. So you have to. That's humble yourself. That's how you get humbled. Because listen, if you're so used to guys always chasing you, you're so used to guys always sending you messages first. The day that you meet a guy that's like, all right, she hit me up. All right, cool. You will sit there for weeks.
I sat
Months.
there for months.
You know what's
yeah,
funny?
I
You
sat
will.
there
You
for
will be
months.
forgotten if
You
you,
know
don't
what's
I
text.
funny?
just sat, I
You know what's
sat
funny?
there
And
for
they'll feel
months.
no way.
I think women don't I think a lot of women, sorry, not all, don't realize that some of us know when you're getting hit up like all the time, or
Yeah.
you're the type that's used to
Yeah,
getting.
they'll use
like,
it against you for sure.
we
For
know
sure.
this. Like I can look if we're already talking to you and we're sensible enough,
Yeah.
we'll figure this out very
sure.
quickly, right? Like if I'm talking to you and I notice that you never take the time to message me first, or like don't want to instigate a conversation, then I know. I'm like, all right, okay.
Okay, but it's different. Like when you are getting to know someone and there's like that mutual, like you like each other, then yeah, obviously I will start texting more frequently.
Wait, frequently does not say start. This is the
Yes, I can.
No,
I
no.
can start. I can start. I'm really good with good morning messages and good night messages, so I always give that opportunity for.
So you always send good morning first.
Yes,
So
if
if-
I don't get one, then yes, I will send one.
Okay.
I will suck it up and send one. But
So then what is
See what I mean though? Suck it up. Like, what are you sucking up?
Sucking up.
Like you're literally just taking out your phone and saying, "What's up?"
Sucking it up.
Like it's an ordeal.
Like
I hate
it's
when
like,
you
oh.
say-
because I know he woke up before me and he hasn't said good morning to me, so like
So why does it bother you?
because when I woke up, the first thing I thought about was you, and,
And
you woke up and didn't think about me.
why is that? How do you know he didn't think about you? Because he didn't text you first. You didn't
Yes.
think about that. Doesn't what?
Oh my god.
Okay, so you're trying to tell me someone can't wake up and first thing is think about you, but have to do something. That can't happen.
No, of course that can happen.
So the only way for you to understand, the only way for you to feel like I thought about you is if I text you when I wake up.
no, or like, no.
So if I woke up and I was like, I thought, fuck, this girl's so dope. Shit, I gotta do something. I'm not gonna text her because I'm like, I don't have time to sit and text right now. I'm gonna do something. And if you wake up and you have nothing to do, I don't care about you because I had shit to do, and you're gonna wait because I didn't text you first. You're gonna
Hey,
wait.
I send my good morning text messages even when I have my 7 a.m. shifts at like 5 a.m. and in the morning. If I'm up first, then yes, I will send it first.
Okay.
I mean, I don't mind texting first as long as we already know that, you know, we like each other. You know that I like you. I know that you like me. I have no problem with messaging first.
This is my thing about texting.
The glasses move. You know what I'm about to say something serious. This is my thing about texting.
I don't even
Go
realize
on.
I do that.
Go on.
I actually don't realize. So I will always, and I say always because it's something I can actually truthfully say I'm consistent at doing this. I will always give the other person I'm interested in the benefit of the doubt. If I'm interested, if you're just a random girl, or whatever, I'll text when I feel like it. That I'll be honest. If I'm not into you, you'll get a text maybe if I'm bored, whatever. That's just being honest. But if I'm into the girl I'm talking to, I will always give them the benefit of the doubt, and I will text first. If I think about you, I'll text you. If I wake up first and I don't hear from you, I'll text you. Like whatever. Now, if it gets to a point where I'll know this myself, texting always first and always texting first, and if it gets to a point where the conversations aren't reciprocated, it's more just like I'm asking you something, you're just responding. I ask how your day or whatever, you're just responding. You're not engaging back with me.
Yeah.
Then I'll pull back a little bit, and I'll be like, you know what? Let me see if you have to determine whether conversation is an actual conversation or just me fucking surveying you, because those are two different type of conversations.
yes.
Where it's just like there's conversations you talk to people, and it's like the only reason they're responding, the only reason they're talking is because you asked something. So it's like I ask something, they respond. I ask something else, they respond. I ask another question, and there's no like, or the questions they're asking back are the same fucking question I asked you. That's not a conversation. If I ask you something, you just ask it back. It's like there's nothing coming from your side. If I notice it's like that, I'll just stop. I'll stop, and I'll literally stop until they pursue. And what happens is usually they won't. Well, not usually. That's a lie. Usually they'll pursue, but they'll know this and they'll kind of be like, "Oh, what's wrong?" Nothing's wrong. It's you realize now that we don't talk unless I say shit to you.
Yeah.
And once the person realizes that,
Oh my god,
that's
I'm so triggered. Like I've been, I've
and then they ask
But that's
you.
the thing. But if
they
they
ask,
do like you and you do like each other, then I mean, then they obviously don't like you if they're not, giving.
no, that's not true. That is not true. There's not that they don't like you. This is how I determine if I should even talk to you, because you might like me a lot, but just have no ability to fucking have a conversation. That doesn't mean you don't like me. That doesn't mean you don't like me, right?
Okay,
but
yes, I see.
if that's the case, now I know that, and I'll probably just stop talking to you on my own, right? Now I know that's why, right? So you'll find out if you pull back, if you're always the one. If you pull back, you'll find out two things. You either find out, one, they're just waiting for you to fucking message them and they have nothing else better to do, or two, they're waiting for you and they're used to people always messaging them. Yeah. But once you stop, then they realize, fuck, like, okay, let me start doing something. But if they just stop talking to you,
that's if you're lucky, bro. Because sometimes some girls will just be like, all right, like he must not care, and then they just move on, right?
It's true, that happens. But I don't know. I think you should. Whoever, it's just not a game. It's not. I hate that it's a game. It's not a game. Texting is not a game.
It's not. Text when you want.
But it's not a game. But I hate to be made to feel like it is a game based on the way.
Why does me texting first have to mean something?
Thank you. Like it doesn't. But I'm almost conditioned to feel this way. Yeah. Based on every fucking relationship that I've been in, because sometimes a dude's just busy. Like sometimes I wake up and I get straight to work. Sometimes I'm so in the zone about all the shit that I have to do throughout the day that I'm like, all right, I actually might not even get a chance to shoot you a text, but then you fuck up if if you like some shit on social, if you like something on social media or anything like that.
That makes me feel away.
No, of course.
That makes me feel.
And
away.
I'll be honest, I felt
like if some bitches pictures, like
it doesn't even have to.
You can't text me. I feel away.
But it doesn't even have to be a girl's photo. I've been in situations.
You're just actively online. I know you're online. Like that's like
there have been times I swear to God, right, where I haven't texted like my ex or a girl, right, that I've been seeing. When I wake up in the morning, I might be at working away. My phone is on like my computer in front of me. Ryan might send me some funny shit, right? Like he might say something and it pops up on my screen on Twitter, and I might like it, or I say LOL and just get right back to work. And it's like, oh, so you couldn't take like the 2 minutes to text me? And in that moment, you're like, okay, I get what you're saying. Like I definitely could have.
Yeah.
But when I texted Ryan in that moment, it's not like I was saying to myself, I'm going to choose Ryan over the love of my life in this exact moment.
That's what it feels like sometimes.
See, but when it happens for me as a guy, I'm telling you, look, Ryan might not feel this way, but I'm triggered because as a guy, like I might look at that and I might not look at it and be like, yo, why is this bitch choosing like social media over me?
Yeah.
I'm really not doing that. Maybe when I was younger, I used to, or when I was like more insecure about shit, I would have, but not like that hasn't been a thing for me for a long time because I'm just like, all right, like whatever. It's really not that big of a deal to me.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not a big deal to me anymore. I have been conditioned to know that it is okay for guys to be busy.
A couple times,
I have been checked multiple times.
Go say it's okay for guys to be busy.
It's okay to be busy. I get you're busy.
I get
you can easily be forgiven if you didn't text me all day, but you call me or FaceTime me.
Yeah.
I will forget that you didn't text me all day. By that one FaceTime call, I'll be so happy. Like you can make your girl happy by either one, just FaceTiming her or calling her. You don't have to text her all day, but just like, that one genuine conversation can fix all of that.
Do you have to text every day?
No, we don't have to text every day, but I want to feel like we do communicate every day.
Okay.
So
if I'm not gonna text you, I'll do my best to tell you. I'll just be like, look, I'm gonna be busy today. I have some shit going on.
That's the key, guys.
Exactly. Yeah.
Because
that's the key.
Trust me, I've been in both situations. I've been in situations where I've been so busy that I neglected to say anything, and I understand what it looks like from the female perspective.
Realistically,
but like,
nobody is too busy to say, "Yo, I'm busy today." Nobody.
No. Hold on. I won't.
You're on your phone all day, anyways.
I won't say that I'm like to text you. I'll say something like, "Look, my responses may be." Like
no, but I'm saying even that. I'm saying nobody's too busy to even be like, yo.
Oh, to just say those words?
Just to be like, yo.
Oh, okay.
Like, people get in trouble with these things and get into fights and nonsense because they know you're fully aware you haven't texted the person you like. We're aware. We're not dumb.
Yeah.
Like, all of us, if you like someone, you're talking to them and you're into them, you are aware by 5:00 p.m. that you haven't talked to this person. You're aware of that. Don't play dumb and be like, oh, shit happened. I was so busy. Like,
you have a lunch break.
Fully,
you have breaks during work.
Not even breaks. You're walking somewhere. There's no way you're working solid. And nobody, no matter what job you have, is that focused on anything. I know even when I'm studying, I stop. When I'm writing, like, it's impossible to be solid working for any amount of time. And that's why
I feel like if my
I disagree.
When his phone died,
I disagree sometimes. Because trust me,
you work for 9 hours solid.
I'm not. Listen, moving. No, I'm not bullshitting. Like, I'm not bullshitting. Like, this has been an issue for me. Like, girls have called this out to me, like, because they've noticed how stressed I have been because of my job. Like, there have been times where I will not text anyone, or I'll be off social media because I'm either too stressed with what's going on at work. I'm dealing with all these bunch of shit coming up. Like, it's happened to me a couple times. It doesn't happen all the time. But like, that's why I said I disagree, because it does happen to some people.
You can be stressed, and
I know men that work for Deloitte, like in a stock, that are my age, and they treat you like a dog. Like when you first get there, and you do not look at your phone.
No, but
you don't take a break.
No, but that's the thing. See that? If I'm dating you, you're a guy, whatever. If I'm dating,
gonna know this.
I'm gonna know what type of job you have.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying in perspective to where the person you're talking to, you know what they do.
Well, that's like nursing, 12-hour shift.
Right.
I know I'm gonna get a break, and then I can be like, oh, sorry, it's really busy this morning.
Right. So you know if you're talking to someone, they're like, yo, babe, whatever. I'm at the job, or like, I actually don't have my phone at work. Then that person, you're not gonna get mad at me for that.
Yeah.
But if it's not something you even say, it's like, and then later like, oh, yo, I don't get my phone at work. Like, come, okay.
you say that now. When you say you're not gonna get mad at me for that, there will still be people that will get mad at you. Be like, what? So don't go like. Yeah,
there's always an exception.
There are plenty of women that I know that will still get mad at the man for not making the time.
So you can't talk to your boss? You can't tell your boss when you text me?
You took 2 seconds to breathe? You didn't message me?
You're dumb.
I know, I'm stupid. That was
actually, I had a good question. One of my friend Vanessa posted on Facebook. Actually, it wasn't on our post, but I saw it and I told her I'd steal it for the podcast. Let me find this. Fuck. Where is it? Shit. I screenshot too much shit. Found it. Okay. So, question. In your dating experiences, do you find that men/women who grew up inside a stable, loving, dual-parent household are easier to date? Explain.
There's so many things to that question, because like, what do they mean? What does she mean by stable?
Do you feel like, to simplify a question, do you feel like people you've spoken to who, when you meet their parents are together, are easier to date than people who have single parents or single mother, single father, don't know their father, don't know their mother, like whatever, if you've experienced those?
Man, it's the same.
It's
honestly
you feel like it has any impact on their personality?
No,
in your experience?
I think in my experience, no, it doesn't.
No, I think I think it might be different for a female perspective, dating a guy who comes from like,
yes,
right?
Because I agree. I'm from a stable home, quote unquote stable.
Because I've dated girls.
Stable. Let's just for stable.
Their parents are together.
Stable means parents together. That doesn't mean you're a perfect family, but just mom and dad together.
Most of the guys I have dated, their fathers were not present.
Okay.
The one that I am dating, both his parents are together, and I can't say that there's a difference between that or my trap
they don't act any different towards you?
No. Maybe the way they talk and like...
It might just be the man that you're attracted to, like, that you're going after.
It has nothing to do with their parents.
It has nothing to do with their parents.
It's the man.
It's right to you. It's just the man.
It's the man.
Because, look, I'll tell you, from my perspective, I feel like there's been a difference in terms of girls that I've dated that come from, like, that have stable parents and ones that don't.
I definitely think so.
But that's why I feel like all guys will tell me that I was raised right, but I'm like, what does that even mean?
No, not raised right.
I would never say that, but like, I feel like there have been stereotypes that people spoke about. I've even seen it in media and like movies and TV shows where they talk about like girls that don't have like both parents in the family, then they might be easier to like manipulate, or they're like not
They get better head.
whoa.
What?
I heard that girls with no dads get better head.
I don't know why there'd be a correlation for that, but
How?
whatever.
What?
Whatever.
This is crazy. Yes, continue.
But or they might have like quote unquote daddy issues or something like that.
Okay.
So I mean, I've dated girls on both sides, and I honestly think I've seen a difference. But I mean, all of them have been crazy.
But what is the difference? You specify. You can't just say they're different. What is the difference specifically? I know the exact differences.
For that you've noticed. For me, I've noticed that some of the women have been like, clingy is not the right word, but
Annoying?
no, like
annoying
no,
is general,
no, not annoying. It's just
needy. Just needy.
a little bit more needy than anything, right?
Like girls without parent. Like okay.
without the father in particular, right? And that's not like their fault, because if you really look at the situation,
it affects your life.
It affects your life in a very big way, right? Yeah. And I'm not saying it's like it's not like I'm never not gonna date a girl that comes from a single parent house. If I like you, I'm gonna date you if I like you, right? I could care less. To be completely honest, I know some guys do care about that shit, but that's the biggest difference that I've noticed. Just the neediness, if anything. And I hate saying that because it comes across like it's such a negative thing.
But I know girls that have both of their parents in their life and they're still needy.
Those are spoiled girls. So.
Spoiled.
Is it spoiled?
Those are spoiled girls.
They get what the fuck they want, man.
Those are spoiled girls.
They get whatever the girls / guys get what the fuck they want.
That's like all my girls.
Yeah, of course. I feel like
they have both their parents. They get everything they want.
Yeah.
I feel like if a girl.
I mean, I guess that's me too then, but.
I feel like if a girl comes from a single parent household and she's needy, in most cases, I just feel she's that way because she expects more. Like she expects more from you because she might not have.
It's a void.
She might not have seen that role in her life, and she doesn't want to repeat anything that's happened in like her parents' life. So I get it. Like I don't think there's anything wrong with it, to tell you the truth.
Before I answer, I have a question. Do you want to get married eventually? Right?
Yeah.
You want to get married eventually, right?
I mean, yes, because I know my parents want
that.
that.
Okay.
My parents want that.
They want that, you're saying?
Yes, they expect that of me. But
do you want to get married?
I don't know if I want that.
No, if it's honest answer, I don't care.
Does that count too or no? Or like marriage? Or like,
do you want to have a wedding? Do you want to have a wedding?
I don't know.
It's okay.
It's
really, I'm not judging you.
If it happens, it happens. But
sure.
It's not. I'm not one of those girls that like is excited about my wedding day and planning my wedding dress. Like, so I don't care about marriage. I really don't.
Is it something you want?
It would be something I want because I know my parents want it.
Just you.
No, I personally don't care about marriage, so it doesn't matter to me.
Okay, fine. Okay. So
what's the question?
You and I both want to get married. Do you think you would still want to get married if you didn't have someone to look up to that has been married before? Do you think you'd still want it?
Yeah. Because
I know it's hard to answer that question unbiasedly because you have it, but do you think a large reason of why you want to get married is because of what you have seen or witnessed?
Yeah, that's why I feel like.
Yeah.
That's gonna lead into my
even if it's been like for negative reasons, like even if I experienced negative shit with like my parents, for example, I still want to get married because I know that. All right, no, I still say to myself, if I get married, this is how I'm gonna do things as a parent, right? And most of the time, it has shit to do with like the kids too.
Do you think you would still get married, or want to get married? Sorry, if you've never seen anyone married in your life. Obviously, unbiasedly asked.
It's a hard question to answer, but I'd like to
see everyone married.
Yeah, no? I'd like to think. No, I have close friends that like don't have like both parents in the family, right? That are basically like my brothers, so I get it. Well, as much as you possibly could. But yeah, I'd like to think. It sounds kind of corny, but I like to think I'm gonna meet a girl one day I'm gonna be like, all right, I want to marry you.
Okay.
Right.
So the reason I'm asking is because, from what I've witnessed, with the difference between women who have their parents together and women who don't have their parents, whether they're a bad relationship with the mother or a bad relationship with the father or vice versa, whatever, the ones that come from families that are together, whether every marriage has ups and downs, but the fact that they see it and have witnessed it together, I feel like it's something they want to emulate more.
Yes.
And they treat me in a way as their father might treat their mother. Like they're more giving to me. Like I feel like they take a lot of traits that they see their mom do for their father, and do that to me. And that like just even small things like picking stuff up, or like, you know,
doing your laundry,
just
folding your clothes,
things a mother or a wife
dishes,
would do for the husband in the house. That naturally a lot of women don't even have those basic like things, those basic standards of like, if they come over, like if they see something or they see a mess, clean it up, even if it's not yours. Like just certain things women don't do if they haven't seen that or been in that type of environment.
See, I would have never thought about it like that.
But as I'm saying, that's what I'm saying. I've literally witnessed like girls who have been in families like that. They take those traits from the mother and they see how the mother treats the husband, and they do that to me as their boyfriend or the guy they're interested in. Versus girls who don't come from a family like that, who don't have their father in the you know, in the picture, or the mother in the picture. They're staying with their dad or they're staying with their mom, whatever. They're more, I don't know how to explain it, but they're more just confused, I guess. Like just certain things seem very like abnormal to them, or like certain basic things don't kind of click for them because they never witnessed it or seen it. So I've been in situations where it's like, okay, even for me, like my parents aren't married. My parents never got married to each other. My dad has married someone else, but my parents my mom and my dad have never been married my entire life.
But they're still together.
No, they're not.
Okay.
They broke up when I was a kid. Okay. So I've never had my dad and my mom in the same house. My person or people that I look up to are my grandparents. They've been married for almost 50 years. That is my like vision. I skipped my parents in terms of how I see things.
And it's also because you like spent a lot of time.
And I spent a lot of time with my grandparents. So like, but I don't think if I didn't have my grandparents, I don't know if I'd want it like that. Cause like I witnessed them and I'm like, fuck, like 50, like I can't unsee 50 years. Like I've been as a kid seeing them all the time together. Yeah. And then when I'm older now, I'm like, we're celebrating anniversaries like 50 years, and to me I'm like, fuck, like it actually 50 years with the same person.
Long time,
and I talked to my guy, I'm like, yo, fuck, like how do you do that? Like, and he's like, yo, like
happy wife,
you got
happy
it.
life.
You know, and he makes jokes and they argue and they fight like as any couple would, but at the end of the day they're good. And at the end of the day they're like, they'll cuss each other and then, you know what, I love you. And like I see that. But if I never saw that, I don't think I would want it. What's to want? Like what am I basing it on? Movies? Like that's not realistic for me. So I really think because
I grew up with both my parents together. They're still together. My parents have been together for 22 years. So they've been together for a very long time. All my uncles, they're all married. Pretty much everyone around me got married, had kids. And it's a Filipino thing. Like even all the girls I know that got pregnant had to get married. Yeah. Like it's like a thing. Yeah. And like, as I could understand why, I grew up with both my parents. I had a great childhood. I would want the same for my kids, 100%. Which is why I could see why people want to get married and have kids, whatever. It's beneficial for whatever. It was. I had a good childhood, so I would want that for my kids as well. But now that I'm older and I do see how people are married, I just feel like the problems get worse as you get older. Like you think that, like I used to think when we got older, like people didn't have like issues that we deal with now, but it's worse. Like my aunt is she won't get divorced because she refuses to. But my uncle left for the Philippines yesterday for 3 months, dipped the country because she wouldn't sign the divorce papers. Yeah. So he's gone. Another one of my uncles was like, my cousin was wearing pants, and in front of his wife, he was like, "Oh, where'd you get those pants? Because I want to send it home for my girlfriend in the Philippines." And his wife was sitting right there. Or like even my uncle driving us home, he'll be driving so slow, and we're like, "What are you doing? Like, hurry up and drive." And he'll be like, "Oh, those girls over there look so sexy," or like, you know, like I just feel like.
Those are some very wild stories.
I don't know. My uncles are my uncles never grew up. Like my uncles.
Yeah, but those are very extreme.
But that's why for me,
but I think for you, but that's what you see. That's what I'm saying.
That is what I see. So it's literally like I don't want to marry into that and have to be like 50, and my husband is still like looking at girls on the street. Like,
no, I get that.
Here's my question to you. Like I understand that too, but you're also basing this off of a different generation.
Yes.
Right? And yes, Ryan was doing the same thing technically, of course, basing off a different generation, but you see the positive and negatives of everything, right? Would you, based on the generation that you're in, which is what we all three of us are in.
Yes.
Do you see yourself, like, could you see yourself getting married to someone
In this day and age.
in this day and age? Like, looking at people in our generation, how it is now, could you see someone again?
Yes. But
It's not something you're actively wanting.
it's not something that I'm actively looking for. Like
Yeah.
some people are. It's not something I am actively looking for. If I do get married, that would be great. Everyone would be happy in my family.
Yeah.
And yeah, but it's not something that I'm like
You know
planning my life around.
there are a lot of things that play into it, and I think that like I just read in the newspaper today about, was it Generation Z? They're like born 95 after, right? So they're basically the people that were born in the internet age.
Right.
Whereas like us three, because we're millennials, we were born before,
Like on the curve of it.
on the
Yeah.
curve. Like we were born
Yeah.
right before it. Like, so we know the internet before it and after it. Whereas these kids just know it, period, as it is right now, right? And prime example, if you look at, you teach like some kids, right?
I do, yes.
So like, are they in high school?
I have a couple, like my oldest I think is 17.
Okay, so because of my work, like one of the things I have to do is monitor like social media, right? It can sound real nerdy, but have you ever noticed how much like high school kids are liking each other's shit on Instagram?
Yes.
So like my neighbors, right, are in high school. They just graduated from Iona.
They have like way more followers. They
They
like
got way more followers.
Yeah.
They're growing up in it.
They're growing up in it. Like
In it.
I watched them post a photo of like their dog and it gets like 800 likes. And I'm like, what? And then I realized a couple years ago,
all
it's
kids.
because
It's all kids.
This is what they do. They just grow up in it, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
this type of shit also affects their relationships because they're much more guarded about a lot of things that are going on. They see things and they take it for what it is. But our generation, for me, like, I'm not like sitting here saying to myself like, all right, like I need to get married by this age, or I really want to blah, blah, blah. It's like, if I find a girl and it's supposed to happen, it'll happen. But I'm not sitting here like waiting on it. But to
Yes.
Ryan's question about look, I see my parents married for so fucking long. I don't even know how many years, to be honest with you. The biggest reason why I want to get married is because I like to have
Emulate that.
I like to have kids, right? Like the way I have me and my brothers.
exactly.
I
you want it to have the childhood that you had.
better than
better-
better than the childhood I had, because there are things that like growing up I'm like, all right, this isn't how I'm gonna approach it as the dad, right? That's probably the biggest reason why I want to have a marriage or a family, to be totally honest with you. It's not because of the good things my parents did, and it sounds bad, it's because the things that I want to do better than what my parents did,
Okay.
right? So I don't know. I mean,
It's like a challenge almost.
yeah, I look at it and I'm like,
yourself.
all right,
So what did you learn from their marriage?
Yeah,
or
I looked at
whatever?
shit
Yeah.
that happened. I was like, okay, I'm appreciative of this, but then I'm also like, all right, when I have a kid, I'm not gonna approach it this way,
Yeah.
because I understand how things are changing, you know?
The same way. Okay. Those are all the questions we have for today. Do you have any questions you'd like to ask us? They could be anything. They could be direct questions for both of us or individual questions.
Okay, well, I wanted some boy advice on this.
Boy advice.
Yes, I needed some boy advice.
Sure.
First off, for men.
Yes. When is it a good time for the girl that you're dating to meet your mom or your parents?
I will not.
How early is too early?
First of all, I will not introduce you to my parents if I don't like you. Like, I have to, like,
Well, yeah.
Like-
Obviously.
like, because she's asking me how early.
Yeah,
is it?
I
If I don't like you.
But if I don't know, like, if
Well,
I don't
yeah.
like,
I mean, I
like,
dated my
if
ex
I really
for
like
5
you, sorry.
years, and he never met my parents.
Okay, so that okay.
I'm sorry, what?
I dated my ex for 5 years, and he never met my parents.
So he wasn't serious about
5
you.
years?
That's,
5 years,
That's the bottom
yeah.
line. He wasn't serious about you
No, but
you
I
weren't
met
serious
his
about him.
parents. He never met my parents.
You weren't serious about him.
because you were embarrassed.
Yes.
Okay,
Embarrassed of what?
I mean,
because he wasn't Filipino.
he wasn't Filipino. He sold drugs. He was a pimp.
Or you're just scared to...
And my mom would ask my
You just
sister
want to avoid the
questions
conversation.
Yeah,
You
well,
want
my
to
mom would
avoid the
already be like,
conversation.
"Oh, how does he have a car with no job?" And I'm like, "Oh my god, like you don't need."
So
to
you
know."
lasted for 5 years without them ever seeing them ever?
He saw them, but they never had like a formal meet. We never had a dinner. We never had anything. It's like he was just there.
Wow.
Yeah. Did I meet his mom though? Yes, and she would call
You
me.
know what's funny, actually?
What?
That's really funny. I was in a relationship For 2.
But that's why I understand. It's hard to meet your parents. Like because
Straight up,
Yeah.
it is. It's
No,
difficult.
I've met a lot of parents, and sometimes it's real. Sometimes it's not. Look, I'm good with conversations and meeting people, but no matter how many times I do it, there's always a level of awkwardness because you're
Of
like,
course, yes.
yo, they meet you and they know that
No, it's weird. It's weird. I was in a relationship in back like ending of high school for 2 years, 2.5 years, and I never met the girl's parents. And she met my whole family. It was weird. And the thing is, she would make excuses.
Not to. Yeah.
And like, at first,
Do you feel a way about that though?
of course I did.
Yeah. Okay.
Of course I did. But like at first, I was like, okay,
what was her background?
Guyanese.
Oh, true.
Fuck, she's gonna.
I thought you were gonna say Asian. I was gonna be like,
No,
oh, that's
Guyanese-
that's a
Guyanese-
good reason why she hit you from her
Guyanese
parents.
and Italian mixed. Whoever knows me is gonna know who this is. So,
I didn't know. I just added her. My bad.
anyways, the mom is Guyanese, the dad was Italian. So the mom was black, the dad was white, whatever. But yeah, 2.5 years, never met the parents, and the first year or so, like I was only like 18, whatever, 17, 18. So I was like, all right, like first year, like I don't need to meet your parents. Like it's not that serious. Especially you're 18, like who cares? Like
Yeah.
I don't need to meet your parents as long as we're good, babe. Like who cares about the parent, you know? But she met my parents. My family's super loving, super engaging, you know? So it was fine on my side. And I was like, okay, whatever. Like as long as my parents like you, I don't really care about your side for now, right?
Okay.
But as I got older and time is passing, like we hit 2 years, 2.5 years, like I would act like I'd even meet her sister.
Oh.
Yeah. Weird.
That
So
is-
like,
okay.
I didn't meet her sister. So the only time I saw her sister was through pictures, or they would be out together.
Was she hiding something from you?
To this day, hey, listen. So,
She got an arranged marriage or something.
wow. So, without going too much in detail, basically, I never met her parents until this one day.
They didn't know who you were.
So, listen,
You're like, I'm her man. They're like,
no. It's actually a little bit worse.
go
Why are you
on,
dying?
Tell the story.
Why are you dying?
Because it gets worse.
It does get worse. It cheeses me. Like I'm over it now, way over because I was a kid. But it was like the only thing that was like to this day that I'm like, this feels off. Like
Yeah.
There's some relationships you're like, there's just that was
This
off.
was off.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like,
2 years.
There's just something off about this one. Anyways, so one day I went to her house and I was watching. One day she invited me to her house. Right. Another thing, I barely went to her house.
That's common
Right?
though for
That's
females. That's very
it's
common.
But so the one day, like one of the few days I went to her house, she invites me over and she's like, "Oh, come," and I'm like, "Are your parents home?" She's like, "Yeah, but they're upstairs." And remember, I've never met the parents, so like in my head, it's just like mystery people up there. Okay,
Yeah.
Just imagine how I'm viewing this.
There's a bunch of questions.
Like
Yeah.
it's just question mark people. I've never seen them, not even pictures, nothing. Right? Just my parents are upstairs. I'm like, they're in the house. She's like, yeah, they're upstairs, but they're sleeping with her, right? So I'm like, are you sure? Like I'm nervous because I'm like, this is weird. She's like, yeah, come, we're just gonna watch the football game. So I'm like, all right. So yeah, so we're watching the football game, and we were supposed to go. We're supposed to go out that day, and then she's like, you know what? Let's just watch that. Who the fuck is calling? Fuck. Can't call me right now. I'm doing a podcast. Sorry. Yeah, so we're supposed to go out that day, and then she's like, you know what? Let's just stay in and we'll watch the game, right? So I'm like, all right. So we're watching the game for about like 15, 20 minutes, right? Her dad comes down the stairs, so I hear the stairs. I'm just like, now I'm like my heart's beating because I'm like,
Yeah,
like,
I would be
one.
panicking
It's like
more.
it's like 9:00 at night. I'm in your home for the first time.
Yeah.
You've never met me before. You come downstairs, you see a black guy in your living. Like,
Yeah.
I was just like, what the fuck are you? Like, this is weird now. Anyways, comes downstairs. He sees me. He looks at me. Doesn't say anything. I stand up like out of like.
Be like, hi.
Yeah, like to be
Well,
nice.
okay,
I stand
yeah.
up.
Polite, yes.
I walk up to him like, oh, I'm Ryan. He shakes my hand. He goes, nods his head. He goes, you didn't tell me you have company over. Like, talk straight to her like I'm not there, right?
Yeah.
He's like, you didn't tell me you have company over. And she's like, oh, we were gonna go out, but we decided to stay inside. And he's like, you shouldn't be people over here without telling me. That's what he said. Walks upstairs, and I'm just sitting there, right? And I'm like,
I'm going home.
he comes back downstairs in like 5 minutes. He's like, your friend has to go home. So I was like, fuck, okay. So I get up, go to the door, and like now I'm like turned off. I'm like, all right, whether like she's like, no, like it's okay. I'm like, listen,
No,
all right, cool.
I'm not staying
Right?
somewhere where I'm not welcomed.
So I cut. A few weeks later, whatever, her and I go to Jack Astor's, right? Lo and behold, her parents are leaving Jack Astor's at the exact same time we are walking in. I've never seen her mom now. Her dad has seen my face before. Never seen her mom before. I'm walking in. My girl's on my arm. She lets go of my arm. She lets go of my arm. Runs to her mom and goes, "Hi, Mom." Right? I'm standing there, like, just standing there. The dad looks at me, make eye contact. He recognizes me, right? He didn't say nothing. Never seen the mom before. The mom's talking to her.
So you see why she didn't introduce you to them.
I don't know why. I really don't know. Because I've asked it and it's just beat around it's just weird. It's something I just left. I left it, like, you know what, whatever. But the mom talking to my mom's like, "Oh, what time are you coming home?" "Oh, I'm just going late. I'm coming back later. I'm just here at my friend."
She called you her friend.
Time. Not even just calling my friend. Didn't say this is the friend I'm referring to. Because I wasn't like standing there. Like I was like off to the side. So in her mom's mind, like mom didn't see me. So it could have been like I'm waiting for a friend. The friend's already. It didn't say just here with my friend over here. Right? I would have even taken that at the point. Like, you know, I'm her boyfriend. I would have taken this is my friend. Like, because I understand some girls can't say my boyfriend, right?
Yes.
But she didn't even say this is the friend I'm talking about. Whatever, right?
Yikes.
Cool. We sit down. She's like, "Oh, let's order." I'm like, nah, I can't. I get up. I'm like, nah, I can't do this. And I walked out. And since then, we broke up shortly after that. And I was just like, what was I doing? Like, you don't think parents are important to you until it's like you're put in a situation where like it really makes you feel like, I don't know, explain it. Like,
No, because that's what I'm asking. I've been dating this guy now for almost, like, we started talking last August, so it's almost been a year.
Yeah.
But then I would be visiting him at the hospital, but his mom would be there during the day. But he would only tell me to come when his mom would leave.
because he didn't want you to see her.
Yes. So then I'm just like, all right, fine. I get it. It's like.
But you were dating him.
Yes.
How'd you know he would only tell you to come when his mom was leaving?
Because he'd be like, oh, my mom's leaving at this time. Come after.
Oh, he'd blatantly be like,
Yeah. And then he would like pretty much say like, oh, like I can't tell my mom about us yet because like whatever. And I'm like, that's fine. Like,
But was it fine?
I was fine with it in the beginning. It's been like a long time now.
I think
And
it's like, what is the time frame?
that's exactly what I'm asking. Because I don't know.
Like, it would bother you too, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but I think it's all relative.
Because he has met my parents through like FaceTime. And then my mom would like invite him to like come for dinner and stuff.
I think
And that's already big because I don't introduce people to my parents.
Yeah.
Because I know they'll make fun of me if it doesn't last.
What do you mean they'll make fun of you if it doesn't last? Like,
Oh my God. Like, I will not tell my mom that I'm with someone because, like, my last relationship, she found out that I got cheated on. And instead of, she can't be like those nice, comforting moms about it.
I remember you telling me your mom
Yeah,
was like,
she would literally, she would come in the room and she'd be like, oh, I heard you got cheated on. I'm just like, who told you that? She's like, oh, your sister told me. I'm like, yeah. I'm not here to talk about that.
So
with
here's
you.
my
Like, you're not nice
so
about
how
it.
long? What's the time frame for you? Like, when are you introducing someone to your parents?
If I really like you and I really like, you know, want things to like progress, then probably within that first year, yes, I would introduce you to my family.
Okay.
Within first year, as in post 6 months or pre 6 months?
Past like,
Because
we have to be dating for at least a year, not the talking stage, because the talking stage itself lasts a year.
So dating
2 years
officially for at least a year.
But yes, dating at least a year.
Okay. What about you? I don't think there's a time frame.
I don't have one.
I don't have a time. I think
if the way you said, do you like? It depends on whether or not like how much.
that means
you like
that
this
means you're
person.
purposely like. Even if you feel like it's right, you're still not gonna like. That means
No.
That's what I'm saying. You're purposely like.
Because I know my
waiting till you're-
parents. My parents will actually bring it to my face and be like, "Oh, what happened to this person?" Blah blah. It's like, "Oh, we're not together anymore."
My parents aren't like that.
Oh,
See,
my parents like
and
that.
that's
So,
why-
but then again, I'm a girl, so it's like one, I don't want them to think I'm a hoe, that I'm
Yeah.
dating like a lot of guys and like breaking up with a lot of guys, which is why one, I won't tell them when I'm with someone until it's actually very serious and I know that we're
Hey,
not
but,
ending.
But don't be mistaken. Like that's kind of happens with guys too, in the sense that I know for a fact my mom doesn't want. She doesn't want to think her son's a hoe. Of
course not.
Like,
I feel all parents don't want to think that.
So that's my point. Like Look, I don't have a time frame in my head where I say, all right, I'm gonna wait 2-3 months before she's gotta reach this threshold, and then I'll introduce you to my parents. If in the first month, I really feel like this girl's cool, and I'm like, all right, I can see us dating somewhere, I'm gonna introduce you to my parents, because I do not want to introduce you to my parents down the road,
and they don't like you at that point,
and they don't like you, right? And look, I'm of a different generation where I will not always listen to what my parents say. Whereas, like, if my parents don't like you, but I really like you, I'm still gonna date you, right? But I won't be able to ignore all the things,
the comments.
But
yes.
That being said, none of there's never been a case where my parents have been like, I don't like this girl.
Typically, if you like the person, not always, but typically if you like the person for certain reasons, you'll know if your parents will like them or not.
Oh yeah.
Typically,
you'll know before.
You'll know.
It's just that with you. I know for a fact that you know that your parents do, like, all the guys that you date now.
That's because you know the guys are dating aren't good guys.
Yeah, like, you know,
you're aware of this, but you're just like, you going for it.
I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it from them. That's pretty much it.
But that means you're going for guys that you don't think,
which is why
are even good for you. That's what's fucked. You're going for guys that you know aren't even good for you.
Is this just a phase for you?
It's a phase for sure.
Because you're like, I asked you already. I asked you, like, could you date? Look, okay, I know Asian women that don't date Asian men, right? Or they haven't dated Asian men, and they have flat out told me they would not, like, they have no interest in dating an Asian man, right? And some of them, you know how you said earlier to him, like, was she Asian? Because if she was, that's a good reason for not introducing. I dated a Chinese girl, right? I met her parents. It was not, like, it wasn't awkward when I met them, right? And it's only because, like, she probably introduced, like, other dudes to them that weren't Asian, right? So they got used to it. But in, like, your position, they're not used to this, are they?
No, yeah.
So it's gonna be hard regardless.
It's gonna be hard regardless. My point is, when I asked you earlier, could you date a Filipino man? You're like, yeah, I could. Why is that? Like, why is that if you're not dating Filipino men now?
Just because there's not any around right now, and Filipino boys don't like me like that. Okay, I don't need to go. That is not what I.
How do you know that?
That's not what I.
How do you know that?
I know that.
You know they don't like you like that. How do you like?
I just know. Like, I don't attract that demographic.
And you're saying that based on what? Because they're not messaging you. They're not reaching out to you. They're not liking your stuff. Like,
because of the men that she's trying to attract are not Filipino.
So is it that? So is it really that they don't like you like that, or you don't want them to like you like that?
Don't get me wrong. I'm very open-minded. I wouldn't like.
No, I'm not saying you're not open-minded, but I'm saying
it.
But are you more angled towards something right now that you're not even trying?
What she's saying is she would date a Filipino man if he was a baller.
No, I was honestly,
if he was going to the league.
I'm changing my demographic to Chinese boys because that's where the money's at. But
okay.
But I don't know,
that's
like.
Where the money's at.
Hey, this is a good
no,
cruise
one of my
on that
girls
one.
asked me that. She's like, "Why don't you date Chinese boys? They have all the money." I'm like, "You're right. I should." I don't know. Like, it's just. I know it's easy. It just reminds me of my cousins, you know, and that's why it's just weird. No, because that's exactly what it feels like.
That's weird.
No, it's very true.
Oh gosh.
Okay. Well,
I don't know. What's your next question?
So I'm dating this guy. We've been talking since August, and it was honestly at a bad time in my life when I had just gotten cheated on and left my 5-year relationship, which I saw him fucking another girl raw on his phone.
Okay.
And that was a scrap on site.
Yeah.
And the thing that bothered me the most about that was that I didn't mind that he was fucking another girl, but the fact that it was raw, yeah, I fucking felt away about that.
You didn't mind the fucking part.
I did not mind the fucking part. No, it was the fact that it was raw.
Sure.
Before, go on. Yeah.
So that's what really bothered me, and that's why we broke up. So I was like pretty much heartbroken.
So
all
if the condom was
summer.
on, you would have stayed together?
Huh?
When he said "how," it's really funny.
If the condom was on, you would have stayed together?
Probably, yeah, because then he would have probably said.
Yo, I love Jen. She's my friend.
No. Let me explain my rationale.
Go on.
If you're fucking a girl raw, you want to get her pregnant. You do not mind getting her pregnant. That's all I have to say.
Don't mind.
But if you're wearing,
Remember what you said on the previous episode?
but if you're wearing a condom,
Remember
then
what you
it's
said on
like
the previous
you're
episode? though?
Don't mind.
No, remember what you said on the previous episode?
What?
You said if you're fucking a girl, you better be okay. Like, if you want to kill yourself,
Exactly.
then like
You have to be aware. You have to,
this man's fucking
you have to be
pregnant.
okay with that.
He's
Yeah.
like okay with getting her pregnant.
Yeah, I know what you mean, yeah.
I see where she's coming from.
So
No,
and
I've said this before. I see
he
that.
was telling me that he wanted us to have kids, but then he's fucking other girls raw. You know,
it's just funny hearing a woman
it's-
say this, right?
No, but
Like,
I've
But
said
I
it.
do not mind him fucking another girl. That would have been fine if he was wearing a condom. I could have forgiven that.
yeah.
I could have easily forgiven that, honestly.
Okay.
Easily, yes. But without a condom, that.
We're all angels.
Whew, this is okay. I'm listening. Sorry.
Anyways, so I was really heartbroken last summer,
'Cause
and
the raw.
then yes, because of that. But then I met this guy. We started talking. It was cool, whatever. And then we actually started getting serious. And he was the one who was like, "Oh yeah, like I like want to be in a relationship with you, whatever." But then he leaves for 3 months and doesn't talk to me, and then claims that his phone was broken, and then comes
3 months.
back. And like I saw him once while he was back, but like okay, this might be because you might be spoiled, but like if you're with someone, don't you like want to hang out with them every day? Like
Not every
No.
day. Every day? No. Often?
most
Yes.
days?
Yeah, I'd say often. Not
Yeah.
every day. I don't
Listen,
I don't lose my life
you
because I'm
think-
with you.
Look,
I don't
you know
lose my
okay,
lifestyle.
You know my bullshit, right? You're from past relationships.
Yes.
But do you think I'm like a sensible man in some regards?
Yes.
Like I'm not like wilding out like some of
no,
these niggas that
no,
you
no,
know,
no,
right?
no. You're a good youth.
I do
Zmar.
not want to hang out with you every day, right? Because one, I got shit to do. Also,
But don't you want to?
No,
Like if you
no,
could,
no,
wouldn't you
because-
want
No,
to?
definitely not.
because-
See, but that's why I
No.
feel away because it's like if it were up to me, every single day we would hang out.
So you need a man. You need a man that will wait hand and foot for you all the time.
And broke.
Yes.
You need someone broke with no hobbies.
No,
And
no,
no
but
friends.
it's just I just
You just
I,
need a man that
You
is
understand?
okay.
You understand the man has to be broke, no
But I
hobbies.
don't want a broke
No, listen.
man.
No, she
for
needs
some
a- she
for
needs-
someone to want to spend time with you every day, he has to be broke, have no hobbies, and no friends. Because if he has any of those things, that takes away a day. Just so you know. If I'm working, it takes away a day. If I have friends, I'm seeing one of them. It takes away a day. And if I have hobbies, I'm probably doing something one of those days. So someone to see you every day has to be broke, no friends, and no hobbies. Just you. You really want that? You don't.
No, but like, come on, like, can't we just sleep together every night? Like, isn't that nice? And then go on with your day, but like, at least see each other every day. I don't know, like,
So you want to live with everyone you're with?
no, but I would like to like. I don't like sleeping alone, and I don't like waking up alone either. So,
So you want to live with everybody you're with? Because that's living together.
I mean, if that's a way of seeing each other every day, then maybe that's.
Man, look, this guy.
Are you? Why are you? Okay, I have to get. Why are you not okay with being alone?
I am okay with being alone. I'm alone all the time. I live alone.
So why are you not okay with sleeping alone?
Because it's scary at night, and like you just want
Like
to be
if you're in a
cuddled.
relationship with someone.
Yeah, if I'm in a relationship with someone, I shouldn't be feeling lonely at night.
So when you're single, you're not scared.
No. Well, not necessarily, but like even when I'm single, I would still have people that could like, you know,
You could call
sleep.
man
Yeah,
and be like, all right,
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you have on-site teddy bears.
roster.
like my ex that cheated on me. Yeah.
Okay.
Look, I just feel like. Okay. I feel like
You're
you.
bad.
I feel like.
God, I hope anyone who listens
Just
to
a
me
yes.
on this today, I'm not talking about
Yeah,
you.
just click yes. I feel like you need. You basically need a man that has money and has like just no interest, literally no interest other than making his woman happy and only that, right? And the hilarious thing
There are
is,
guys like it.
the hilarious thing is that yes, there are guys like that.
But I know I wouldn't like them.
I know that women hearing this, a lot of women hearing this, based on the shit that I see them retweet on Twitter every fucking day that pisses me off. They're like, well, but what's wrong with that, Zamora? What I'm going to tell you is that is not. entirely realistic.
See, I'm not, but the thing is, yeah, like you say that, but I'm not attracted to guys like that, if that makes sense.
Then you're not gonna get what the hell you're looking for.
I know.
What you
But it's like,
what
is
you
there a
want
way
to
that I
do-
could?
What you
Like,
want to do, which is what so many fucking women want to do, is find this one dude and change him, right? And if you find him this way, he's gonna be that way, all right? You can't change. You can't change someone. Someone will only change if they want to, right? That's just the fact of the matter is.
And nobody's gonna want to change into a person who doesn't do shit and just sees you every day.
Look, sure. No matter how much I love a woman, like there's some look. I could love you to the end of the fucking world, right? Like everything about you could be perfect, but there's no way I'm seeing you every
no
single
way.
day. There's no way, and the reason for that, it has nothing to do with me not liking you or me not loving you any less or me just not caring about you. It's because I feel like part of the reason you might love me is because I have shit going on too. You know, like you must have fell in love with me partially because you're like, oh, Z has this going on, he has that going on. But now that I'm with you, I'm supposed to stop and like do these, like see.
no, but make time for me.
That's not the same.
do.
That's not the same. Making time for somebody, I will always make time for the person I'm interested in. But I don't need to see you every day. Like, do you know what every day is? Like, there's family
Even
events.
if it's like 5 seconds,
Why
like
am I
let's
seeing
go on a
5
coffee break or
seconds?
something. Like, I don't know.
What is that?
Wouldn't
Okay.
that just make your whole day better if you got to see your partner?
This is
like,
gonna be such an
every
interesting
day?
convo when we post it because I know men and women are gonna have very
I think
and
there are
it is,
definitely
yeah.
guys
because
like,
because honest to God, like, look, I've heard women say the exact same thing, right? And what goes through my mind as soon as I hear this is like, look, if I already know that I have shit planned to do throughout the day, where am I gonna fit? Like, I'm supposed to drive downtown to go have this coffee break. You know, like things like that is what goes through my head, right? And that doesn't mean I don't love you any less. It just means I'm planning things around. Like, I got shit planned. I don't understand. Like,
the only way this is possible, whatever the hell you think exists right now, is if you live down the street from your boyfriend or girlfriend. If that is the exact scenario I'm in, then I can see my girlfriend every day. That is the only way this situation will work. And seeing every day, I don't mean like I'm spending all day with you, but if I lived across,
of course not.
Yeah, but I'm saying the only way this situation
Like,
makes
let's
sense.
smoke up. Let's
Well,
get something to eat. That's
sure,
it.
whatever. But I'm saying the only way that situation makes sense is if I live across the street from you, like we're literally physically across the street from each other. I'll say come over, I'll go over, we can go something in between my busy day, in between my, like if I'm gonna be home anyways, you can come over, or like I'll stop by, or I'll take a break or something. You know what I'm saying? That's the only way you can really see each other every day, because you're in proximity that I don't have to go out of my way to see you.
Yeah.
But generally, the people you're talking to are not like, they don't. So for me,
But you don't have that need in you that's like, oh, I want to see you every day. No.
no.
Okay. See, but I have that, but that's why it's weird for me, and that's why I feel away, because
You want the guy to feel that way.
If
Yo,
we
she's
were,
not the
like,
only
we don't
one.
have
Like,
to see
I don't
each
think she's
other.
the only
Okay,
one. I
we
don't
don't
think
have
she's
to see each other.
She's
every
definitely
day.
not alone on this.
We
I
don't. But it's just having you feel like you do also want to see me every day. Like, if it were up to me, I would see the person that I'm with every day.
Look, we're just building.
I want
we're
that.
We're just
But I know it's not realistic, but I want
I'm not
that.
gonna- you know what? I'm not even gonna say it's not.
It's not realistic. There are guys like that.
I'm
There
not
are
gonna say-
guys
yeah,
that do
because
that.
there are
There
guys
are-
But it's
like-
not realistic with my schedule and my busyness
or even
too.
the type of look.
So I know it's not
I just
realistic.
get frustrated because I see this type of shit all the time on Twitter. Like, I get frustrated when I see girls like retweeting these bullshit fucking accounts over his like, oh, like, look at what this boyfriend said, like he's winning, right? And it's like a fabricated text conversation that this girl sent to herself to try and prove some bullshit. Because most guys do not react this way. Like, we don't talk this way, we don't act this way. Most of the guys that I know don't do these types of things. Like, it's not that we don't love you. It's just that we have shit going on. Like, what do you want? Like, I don't
I will
get it.
feel away, and I will feel sad
I do not
if you
get
do
it.
not feel that same way. It's just like, it makes me feel like you don't care about me and that you don't want to see me.
Why?
If you could see me every day.
But why?
I don't know. It's just how I
So
feel.
if I don't see,
like,
if I see you on Monday, I don't see you on Tuesday, but Wednesday we do something. Does it upset you?
No, but like, as long,
You knew that I could have seen you on Tuesday,
oh, if I knew that you had time to see me on Tuesday.
but I didn't see you. What if I don't see you every day because I don't want to get tired of you? What if I don't see you every day
Why
because
would you get tired
what if I
of
don't
me?
see you every day because I want to miss you? Because naturally speaking, I'm just telling you, like, if I see something every single day, I'm inclined to not miss it eventually.
Do you eat the same breakfast every day? Same lunch? Same
Not
dinner?
same lunch, but breakfast, yes.
You get tired of it?
Huh?
Do you get tired of it?
Never.
Do you eat anything every single day? The exact same thing?
No.
Every day.
No.
Is there
but, like,
is there anything on this earth you eat every
You said
day?
breakfast.
yes.
The exact same
Eggs,
thing
yes.
every day.
Yes.
Maybe that's why you want this.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
No, but that's no.
It
That's
takes a special type of
No,
person
seriously.
to eat eggs
You-
every fucking day.
no,
and
seriously. Like you truly eat eggs every day,
Yes,
like without
I enjoy eating eggs every single day.
Monday through Sunday.
Yes, I wake up in the morning. I go to bed at night excited to eat breakfast in the morning.
No, which is that's fine. But
and I've
that's
been eating these eggs since I was a little kid. Let me
listen,
tell you that.
That's exactly why you want this. You're okay with like that. Like you're okay with no change. You're okay without a break. Which is not a knock to you. Like that's a personality thing. I could not eat the same shit every day. I can't do it.
Yeah.
I couldn't. I could not do it.
Yo, give me some
then
fucking cornflakes.
Something.
Something in between.
I would rather not eat. If I had to eat eggs,
If I
I
see
would
scrambled eggs one
I
more
would be like,
time-
you know what? Today I'm just not going to eat. If this is my only option, like I would literally not eat just so it's something different. And I think that's just a personality, the way you're wired. Because if you're a certain way, if you're a certain person that is just so used to a certain thing, a certain way, and it has to be this way all the time, then you will want or seek for someone who also feels that same way or can do that same thing. So if you're capable, eggs is such a very small example, but that's something that shows something about your personality trait. If you can do that, that means you're okay with, if you like something, you're fucking, I like it a lot, and that's all I want. You're okay with that. If I like something, I'm like, I like it a lot, but I'm okay putting it aside for a little bit. Like,
Then you clearly don't like it as much as you think you like it.
No,
No,
not
because it's
at
different.
all.
The reason I might
Not
put
at
it
all.
aside is because
I want to save it because I'm like, I want to be excited to come back to him and be like, yo,
Yes.
fuck, this thing's so sick.
Or like I don't want to fucking lose sight of how much I like this.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. It's different. Like we're wired
Yeah,
different.
it's just it's literally just wiring. I asked you that question because it's literally just a wiring question. It shows your wiring. It's nothing. It's not a bad or better or worse. It's just like certain people can't do certain things. Certain people can do certain things.
I wish there was something I could equate it to. Like I don't know. Like
See, that's why it's hard for me to understand.
Yeah.
No, I
Because,
get that. But
That's why it's hard for me to understand why.
But that's why I gave you the example because this is the only way for me to for you to see what we're talking about.
Yeah.
You're okay with doing this, so you look for someone else who's okay with eating eggs every day. For lack of better examples, you're looking for someone who else is like, I could eat eggs. Yeah, I could eat eggs every day. And you're like, yeah, me too. Yeah, I could too. Yeah, cool. If you find someone who not eggs but does something and they're okay with doing the same thing every day consistently and they're fine with that, that person will be good for you. Whoever that is, I'm being serious.
This is
Because
like
that, if there's anyone you're talking to right now, or trying to talk, like if there are someone who likes change, likes new things, travels a lot, goes different places, they might not work. They might not work with you. Like I'm being dead ass. Like because that person is not used to being stagnant. They're not used to being not. I'm not gonna say you're stagnant. They're not used to routine. So if you're talking to someone who's always out, meeting new people, socializing, going here, every day is a different day, they're not gonna be the person that likes you the way you want them to like you.
But that's what I would bring. I would bring the stability and like
That's
that
not
routine thing.
stability because that your
you
definition.
could bring that to certain areas of the relationship,
Yeah.
but there's some things you might not be able to change, right? Like you get the whole egg like metaphor,
Yes.
right?
No, I do. I get that.
And like for guys, like well, I'm not gonna say for guys, but for anyone, like example for me that I was gonna give is like people see this fucking drone shit that I'm doing on my Instagram. I really like it, but I don't like to do it every day. Because if I do, I know that I'm gonna
Oversaturate.
I'm gonna
Effects.
oversaturate, and I'm gonna get I might get bored of it. And I'm like, I need to put it down for a couple.
You don't want it to be a chore. You're like, okay,
Yeah.
I gotta do the drone again today. Like,
Yeah.
I gotta get the drone again today. Like, no, it's
Like I really like doing this shit because it's either getting me money, it's getting me new gigs, doing something different. But I'm like, if I do it too much, even though I like it, I'm gonna get tired of it, right? So that's what
All right,
it is.
I guess I kind of understand.
if as long as it makes sense a little bit, that's all that
Okay,
matters.
I have one more
Yeah, go ahead.
scenario.
Yeah,
So your phone breaks, and
it's not breaking for 3 months.
okay, so your phone breaks. Let's say your phone breaks.
Yeah.
Sure.
Would you find a way to still contact your girl?
Yeah, she's my girl. Of course
My
I am.
girl or just a thing?
Your girl.
Like she's my girl.
Yes.
Of course.
Of course.
that's not even a brain.
Okay, but how would you message them if you don't have a phone?
Computer.
Computer.
What?
Facebook
Like
Messenger,
email?
Twitter.
Facebook.
Twitter
anything.
DM. Facebook Messenger.
You know what? You know fucking how easy it is to get in contact with somebody today?
It is, yes.
If you got a PC, you can fucking download Instagram for that.
And then she's my girl, right?
Yes.
I'll drive
this is your
there.
girl, yeah. No, but you're in a different country.
Oh, it breaks in a different. You didn't say that before.
Okay, so you're in a different country, your
I'm
phone
in a different
breaks.
country, my
Yeah.
phone breaks.
Yes.
I have internet.
Yes. For when you do have internet, but you're always traveling.
Okay, whenever I have internet, I'm emailing, emailing Facebook.
So you know,
Something. There's a way to get in contact. If you want to contact
Yes.
someone, you're contacting
Yes.
them.
When did you find out that the phone was broken?
So he didn't talk to me for like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And I already felt a way about that. Because, okay, everyone has their own ways
2 weeks, like 14 days? 2
Yes,
weeks?
how like love
just-
is expressed.
yeah.
Whatever. Some girls like material things. Don't get me wrong, I like material things, but the way to show me that you care about me is literally talking to me every day.
Okay.
So that's all I ask. I don't ask for much. Just talk to me every day. I'll be happy.
That's your love language.
That is my language of
Yeah.
love. That shows that you care about me
Yeah.
because you want to talk. You're hitting me up every day. So when you're not hitting me up every day, and especially when I've seen times where you have emailed me when you have no phone, or you'll call
so
me
you've
from
done a
someone
certain
else.
thing at a certain time. If they switch up, okay.
And
awesome.
then now you're gone, and I don't even get an email from you, which you would do
Would
if you
normally
didn't have
do.
a phone.
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah. That's a red flag, obviously.
Yes, but like he already told me he wanted to be in a relationship with me. Like, how am I supposed to take this? Like, is it still part of the talking stage? Is it still part of like getting to know someone, or just like ride it out,
This
leave
is
it alone?
Okay,
Like,
it's like frustrating because as a dude, like
I get that it's summer. I get that it's summer too.
I hate the whole summer thing. But
I get that it's summer.
I hate the
But
whole
I was
summer
lining
thing,
up
but look,
threesomes. So
Look, I hate the summer thing, but the point is, like, it
Summer
doesn't matter the
does-
time of the
it
year.
does exist,
It doesn't
but
matter
yeah.
the time of the year. If you're gonna get finessed, you'll get finessed.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with the time of the year, right? What bothers me is that you know this is all foolish.
You know the answer.
I do.
You know it's all foolish,
But
but
see,
you
I'm
still-
willing to go on to it with another approach, which is why I'm asking.
Why though?
Because
Why?
I haven't tried everything, so I'm not ready to leave a situation
feel
that
you.
I haven't
Wow,
fully.
She hit me with it.
You know?
No, that's valid.
Exactly.
It's valid, but there's a point where it gets
There's
stupid.
still more that I could do.
But there's a point where it gets stupid. There's a point where you're like, I'm being
I mean,
stupid.
I was with my ex for 5 years, so you know how stupid
right?
I got.
Okay, exactly. So
You know how stupid I
You should
got.
learn from that, not repeat it. Right? So, for example, for the example you're giving me right now, if the person's typically doing something or they used to do something and they're no longer doing that now, also,
But then shouldn't we have that talk that it's over then?
yeah, why don't you do it? Why don't you start it?
Why don't you
Because
initiate it?
I don't want that. So why would I bring that up if I don't want that?
But that's what I'm saying. If it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. Whether you bring it up or not, you're just prolonging it by not bringing it up just because you're scared of it happening. If it's not gonna happen, if you put it this way, very very simple. If you bring up the conversation, are we done? And I don't want it to be done. My response would be like, what the fuck are you talking about? No. If I want it to be done, it'll be like, why are you asking that?
All right, good. I'm gonna remember that.
Period.
Yeah.
No, like if a girl I'm
Wow,
with, no,
why
like,
are you asking that?
no, like, you know those though.
I know,
You know
yeah.
exactly what I'm talking about.
Yes, of course.
No,
I
but no,
do.
I'm glad I got that warning.
Because
just in case. Just in case.
it's real. Like if a girl I'm really interested in hits me up and is like, yo, like, are we still doing this? Like, if I'm super into her, I'll be more offended for her asking that. I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I was gone for 2 weeks. Like, whatever the excuse is or whatever the reason
I mean,
is.
he did that when he got back, but then he came back, and I haven't seen him since I last saw him, which was like Wednesday.
No,
and
but-
I get, which is not a long time. It's been a couple days, but again, remember I told you I feel away if we're not chilling every day. So,
Yeah, that's you're gonna have to get over that somehow. But
so
yeah,
that's
my
why.
thing-
Is it because it's me looking at it like because it's me, or
it might be a combination of both.
Yeah,
But
okay.
at the same time, yeah,
so I'm having a hard time reading the situation.
Yeah, but you have to, first of all, you have to bring this conversation up. You have to, and you can't say I don't want to bring it up because I don't want it to happen because if it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen whether you bring it up or you just wait until he brings it up. But
won't bring it up.
He's not gonna bring it up. He'll let it.
Why
drag.
wouldn't he bring it up?
Because he doesn't want it to happen either. Whatever hell
He
he's
doesn't
doing.
want it to happen,
Yeah.
but he also sees that you're okay with this.
Exactly. If you're not bringing it up, why the fuck? Why am I gonna?
True.
Why am I gonna
Okay.
start a fire if
Look,
there's nothing
man,
happening?
look, I'm just gonna fucking say
Okay.
it, all right? Look, if a man is finessing a woman, right, or he's doing some underhanded shit, or he's not treating her the way that he should, some of that has to do with how much the woman is letting that go on for.
Of course.
right? Like, definitely, like, don't get it twisted. I'm not putting the blame on women for this by any means.
It's not your fault.
It's not your
that
fault.
they're doing
It's
this.
really
No.
not, right?
No.
Because some dudes are just dicks, right? And this is what they do. It's not. I'm not saying it is the woman's fault, and I don't like that chatter.
No.
But like, you have to recognize at a certain point when like, the fact that you're having this conversation now means that you know that some of this is like some
off.
foolishness. Or
Yeah, it's
off,
question marks. I
right?
have a lot
It's
of question marks.
You have
right
questions about it, and you're asking. So, come on. So at this point, you just have to. You got to start weighing the pros and cons here. We're just like, all right, how much of this am I okay with? Like, what's the threshold that I'm willing to go to? And then what is not? Because I can tell you, like, I've been your friend for a number of years now, and there are things that you will deal with or put up with that a lot of other women won't put up with. But then there are other things that, like,
you just said you let a guy fuck as long as he had a condom on. So you're like you're
Okay,
pushing.
I'm gonna get so much slander from girls out there.
Whether they
saying
listen, whether they slander you or not, that's your
that's
your shit. That doesn't matter.
Yeah,
like
that's just your
I'm not even
threshold.
judging. Like I'll laugh and make a joke, but dead on a serious note, like I'll laugh because it's funny. But on a serious note, like I can't. That's what works for you. Whatever.
Yeah.
Like there's people that have open relationships. Like it doesn't work for me. I can never do with it. But so I can't say what the hell's wrong. No, it's funny to me because that's funny. But to judge you, whatever. Girl's not gonna slander you. That sure doesn't work for you. Okay, cool. But the fact that you are okay with something like that already shows that you will allow people to go to a certain extent that most people will not allow. Which means you also have to know if you allow like so much rope,
yeah,
people will keep pulling until you like let go. Like until you, as long as if you keep letting me pull this rope, I'm gonna pull until you fall down. Like real shit.
You really need to get like you really need to make sure what is your threshold?
Yeah.
Because right now, like, it's clear that you have like a threshold for other people, but it's like, what's yours?
What can't you do?
You
What
just-
can't you do with anymore?
You just need to figure that out, right? Because
Yeah, and I don't know
It
because
takes
I will
time.
never know until
Yeah.
I actually go through it. I guess.
Like okay, let me just ask since you're just talking about that. Are you truly okay with your boyfriend having sex with somebody else?
No,
Like
of
truly
course not.
okay with it?
Unless I am there, but if I'm not,
No.
then no.
On his own.
If I am included,
No, no.
yes. No
on his
problem.
own merit, on his own merit, he found someone else he likes and has sex with her. Nothing to do with you.
And he's using a condom.
The fact you're asking me, are you okay
Is
with?
he? Yes or no?
So,
sure, he's wearing a fucking condom.
he's wearing
Okay.
a condom,
And he's
having-
lying to me about it and hiding it from me.
Yeah.
Yes, and you find out. Are you okay with it?
I could
Not-
I could repair.
No, not repair, not forgive. Are you like that's fine?
Okay, I'm not like that's fine, but I would still try again. Like
How
I
many
wouldn't
times?
like.
And are
Okay.
you only
Turn me off
are you
from-
only trying again based on how much you like this man, or is that it's just that's what it is? Like,
Trying again because everyone deserves second, third
okay,
chances.
so you and I are dating, right? You and I are dating. You know that
People make mistakes.
How many
my,
times though?
look, my dick falling in another girl's pussy is not a mistake. That's
At
a
all.
choice.
That's not a mistake.
Especially if I put on a condom
Okay,
beforehand.
but what else? But what is it? Okay.
so deliberate.
That's me making sure I know
I'm
what
about
doing.
to save myself.
That's what I'm doing, right? So it might even be, to your point, it might even be a mistake if the man did put on a condom, because that means he's Russian and he's got dick on the brain. But if I take the time to put on a condom,
Yes,
Then
you're
you-
thinking about me still.
no, I'm not thinking about
Yes,
you.
you
I'm
are.
thinking about
No,
I'm
you
thinking
are.
about myself.
Still thinking about.
No, this is the thing. I'm telling you as a man right now.
He's not thinking about.
We're not
shit.
thinking about you. We're thinking about ourselves.
He's like, I don't want to come. I don't want anything happening. I don't want to get this girl pregnant and have like
Yeah, because you're thinking about me.
No,
me.
him.
I don't want to be.
Stop thinking this way. Moving forward, this will change the way you think. Moving forward, I want you to understand that any man that fucks another woman in a relationship with a condom on, he's not thinking about you. He's thinking about himself. Period. Even before.
This is the thing. If a guy put it this way, if a guy's in a relationship and he's normally fucking you raw, right? Then
Yes.
he decides to cheat. He knows if I fuck you raw and something happens, you're my girlfriend, and most likely we've discussed it, and most likely you probably won't have a baby, whatever. But I know you enough that I know it could happen in a situation that if that happens, if it gets to that point.
Yes.
If I'm going to cheat now, I'm not cheating raw because I don't know you like that. Like, I'm not aware of the circumstances.
So you're still putting some type of respect on
No, it's
our
me.
relationship.
No, it's me because I know what to deal with my girlfriend. If I'm cheating, let's think about this. I'm cheating.
Yes.
So I know what to expect if I'm having sex with my girlfriend raw. I don't know what to expect if I'm having sex with a random girl raw. So if this girl gets pregnant, I don't care about you. My life is ruined.
It's more so a reflection on us. Because you can just up and leave. Like you have what reason you have to say we're the dirt bags, right?
Just a random girl. If you get pregnant, my life is ruined. If you get pregnant as my girlfriend, my life's not ruined. You're my girlfriend. Yeah. I like you already, and most likely we'll have a discussion whether we want this or not. Blah blah blah. If you're just a girl I just fucked and you get pregnant, if you like me or you want it, like what am I gonna do? I can't be like we have a relationship or let's talk it. You don't know me like that. I don't know you like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not thinking about my relationship. I'm thinking about, if I cheat with this person, I'm not advocating cheating, by the way, but for the sake of example, if I cheat with this person and she gets pregnant, my life is done. Like that's not a convo I can have with my girlfriend. So I'm putting on a condom because one, I know it's wrong already to be cheating, but two, it's like on top of me cheating, if I get her pregnant,
like you're fucks.
For some reason, I feel like the condom is a type of respect to
it's not
your relationship.
But see, look, you know what? Okay, I still agree with Ryan. I'm not gonna say that I don't see or understand where like a woman might come from on this perspective, because look, if you see someone, like if you saw your dude fucking another girl raw, I can see where a girl might look at that and be like, okay, he already cheated on me, he doesn't respect me, but now he really disrespects me because he's fucking a raw, right? Like I can get that perspective. But if he's putting on the condom, he's not doing it because he respects you.
No, it's his own safety.
Yeah, he's straight up doing it because he just doesn't want to get this random thing pregnant. Like it has nothing to do with you.
And it's the highest trail.
Yeah, like
because if you're cheating, and if you cheat with a condom on, this sounds terrible, but if you cheat with a condom on, you can still lie about it. If you cheat without a condom and something happens, you catch something, baby, whatever, like you can't lie about
everyone
cheating.
Has to know. Yeah,
everyone has.
Public health gets involved.
You can't lie. You caught something. Well, it wasn't for me, so what?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like condoms allow you to lie. It sounds so bad, but condoms allow you to lie. Like no one will ever know you had sex with this person.
Yes,
that's the title of this podcast. Condoms allow you to lie.
But yeah,
power of condoms. Okay,
but yeah, condoms can let you get away with it. If you go raw, there's so much more that comes with it. You can't lie about the baby.
No. You can't lie about chlamydia or gonorrhea. You can't lie about catching something. Like, so it's not because I'm thinking about my girlfriend. No, guys, they're thinking about them. Cheating is a very selfish act, you know? Like, this has nothing to do with you.
Yeah.
Guys don't cheat because of their girlfriends.
Yeah.
Guys don't, I'd say it's more of a girl thing. This is a hot take, but I think it's more of a girl thing. Girls, not all, many girls cheat to get at their guy. Or to get their guy mad.
Me and my boy Chris,
which I feel like doesn't work. But
we've been saying this.
I don't think guys aren't cheating. Like I want to get my. Years. I'm not a fucking girl. Like I want to get my girl mad. Guys, what? Look, that's not. Look at me. That's not what we're doing.
We've been saying this for years. What? Look, not all women.
Yeah, it's definitely not all.
Women cheat off emotion. Dudes cheat just to get a nut. That is it. Like.
Which seems more evil for the girl, honestly.
What do you mean?
Because it's like you're doing it with bad intentions.
What, the guy or the girl?
No, the girl cheating. Because you feel away, so you're acting on how you feel, and cheating on your partner.
Which is why you see.
But which is why I feel like I can forgive men for cheating because it's not with bad intentions.
I don't want to make it sound like I'm justifying.
I get what you're saying.
But that's why for me it was easy for me to forgive men who cheat because
he doesn't. For the most part, he doesn't really want her.
And you know why this is funny is because you always see those situations.
Man, I look like a dumb bitch right now, but that's just how it is.
You're speaking. No, listen. She's actually speaking for a lot of girls.
No, because you always see these situations where it's like a guy and a girl in a relationship, right? And the girl cheats, and the dude gets so pissed, he blows up.
They're done.
But it's like, what the fuck? You're this and that. But it's like everyone knows this man is cheated before.
But when it happens to him, he's like, what?
When it happens to the guy, they're like, what the fuck? Blah, blah, blah. It's because
we take it differently.
Than when a girl does, right? Because a lot of guys know that if we cheat, 9 times out of 10, it's because our dick is hard, and that's what we're thinking with.
Listen, bottom line, without going too much in circles with this, is that I do get her point.
Yeah.
And the reason I get her point is because you're not the only girl that thinks this way. It doesn't make you an idiot to think this way. You're not stupid. Whoever girls I think you're stupid, sure, that's it, whatever. You have your preference. But I believe the reason you think this way is because, and I also agree, I can't deal with it like you do. Like if a girl cheats on me, like I can be like, oh, it's not that serious, for the same reason we just discussed.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I think a big reason that you're okay, quote unquote, okay with it, is because there are bigger things than cheating.
Yes.
Like like social media and society and just us have made cheating like the end all be all. Like, oh my god, if she cheats, it's over. If it's done. But there's actually a lot worse things than cheating.
No, there are.
We make sex like the most powerful thing. We make sex be like, if they can do this, but if they cheat, oh, like that's it.
Man,
like,
'cause
you know what I'm saying? We put cheating like this is where cheating.
No,
like there's beating me, there's stealing, there's robbing me. No, like seriously,
Yeah.
like there's beating, there's stealing,
But
there's
cheating
robbing.
is like it's done.
I'm serious. No, I'm
Yeah.
being serious. Like you can rob me, you can disrespect me, you can, swear at my parents, you can like there's so much of this
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
But if you cheat on me, well, you know what?
It's done.
It's
like,
done.
I'm over it. Yeah.
Like, and that's what we've done. I'm not saying I'm okay with being cheated on because I'm also part of this society, but I do understand from your sentiments. For you, you're like, listen, like, yeah, I don't want my boyfriend cheating on me, obviously.
Yeah.
But if we've built some great things, real things together,
yeah.
and it happens, fuck, like I'll bite the bullet and like I'm sad. It hurts.
Yes.
But
Do I still love you and do I still want to be with you? Yeah.
No, I
get you. I get it.
completely
I do
empathize
get-
with you. I've spoken about it on the podcast already before. Like I've been cheated on,
Yeah.
and I did the exact same thing,
Yeah.
right? But it wasn't so much like the cheating, if anything, that bothered me. It was like the other things around it that caused me to be like, all right, I can't do this, right? So I get where you're coming from. It's not like I don't say like, oh, people gonna chirp me or any of this bullshit. Because if people that do that,
they're
like,
hypocrites. A lot of them are hypocrites. A lot of them have been cheated on. They're just talking.
They've been cheated on. They've
quiet.
maybe done some shit, or they don't really like. They're not even in touch with their actual like mental state to really understand that this is what a lot of people go through or think about. So it's really not that serious.
You're good. You're good. I mean, it's still fucked up, but you're good.
That's my girl, man.
I'm just playing. No, no, that's good. I hope. Hopefully,
No, I appreciate the male advice.
Yeah,
I
hopefully-
needed that because you can't ask girls this. Girls will
no,
just
they'd be like, "Are you dumb?"
yeah, they'll be like,
those
leave
same
him.
girls that are saying
Leave your
them,
man. Just leave your man. Like
same girls that are saying leave your man. Their man is slapping things, bro. Like they're friends.
I know.
You know what I mean? What? You know how many girls I know getting their friends are having sex with their boyfriends, and their friends keep that from them? Yo.
Things are wild.
And the girl's like, "Oh my god, like your boyfriend's doing this." Then sleep with the girl's boyfriend the next day, hug the girl next day, smile.
I don't have friends like that.
Party together.
I do not have friends like that.
Yo, this is,
Better hope
hey,
you
man.
don't.
Yeah. Thank you for coming by. Thank you, Zamora, for setting this up.
I saw that wild shit on Twitter. I'm like, all right,
Whatever.
I responded to a question.
yeah.
Which one?
The cheating one.
What was
Like,
the
should you
question
tell?
again?
Is it your place to tell someone if they're getting cheated
Oh yeah,
on?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
What did you say?
I said no. It's not your place to tell someone that they're getting cheated on.
It's not that's what we're saying, right? You agree
Yeah,
with that?
it's not. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I agree with that 100%.
Yeah. I mean, well,
You're not in their relationship, so it's none of your business.
see. That's what I said, but I also said there's a line.
if it's my friend,
Right,
if it's
right?
my best friend, my homegirl, of course I'm going to tell you.
Right.
But if it's someone that I'm not really cool
you
with,
just find out.
and it's like I know that you're happy with your man,
Yeah.
I'm just going to make a situation worse
Yeah.
than better with telling you this.
Yeah.
If anything, he's scum, you should go question your man, but I'm not going to tell you. That's
But
it.
if it's your girl, you're like,
If it's my girl, yeah.
of course. Yeah, I get that. We're same sentiments. Yeah. Thank you for stopping by. Let us know your socials, how people can find you. Oh yeah, Lucifer.
Lucifer, Mo.
Yeah. How do people find you?
Well, because I don't give my number out when people ask me for my number. I tell them they can follow me on Twitter or Instagram. I don't say Snapchat because Snapchat's a little personal, but Instagram or Twitter, DM me. That's how I give my number out. But it's Lucifer Mo.
Dope.
Mo as in just M-O?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Sick. Hope you guys like this one. It is Friday night. Summer's here. It's July already, man. Fuck.
Summer's going by way too quick.
Summer's gone, man. Like, I know that my birthday's the end of the month, and I know I hate when my birthday comes because I know my birthday comes, summer's ending.
Oh, you're a Cancer?
I'm
No,
a
no, Leo.
Leo, yeah.
Oh, of course you are.
So, like, I
could
know
see
when,
that.
like, when my birthday comes, I'm like, fuck, summer's ending. Like, but yeah, no, it's July. The weather's finally getting nice. The day parties, the bati's out, the dresses are out. Everyone's gallivanting around the city. I love Toronto in the summer.
Gallivanting.
Toronto's a beautiful place in the summertime. Thank you guys for stopping by an episode We Need to Talk. I'm your host, Mr. KOA, alongside
Top boy.
and this is We Need to Talk podcast.